Hello everybody, welcome to episode 21 of the Intermission podcast, the show where two film students discuss classic, iconic and obscure films from times gone by. We're your hosts, Oscar W. Fitchett.
Robbie Tweedale's here also, hello.
Woo! This is the set that I teased
I'm
last week.
incredibly excited about this.
Now the thing is with this, people might be like, wow, it is a set. Wow,
Yeah.
it isn't really.
It's not.
Because people need to know, I put a table here and I've got mic stands here.
Yes.
This
The
is
rest
here.
of this is just Oscar's bedroom.
This is just here. I've got,
Yeah.
this is new, but...
Got a
Can I
guitar.
see it? Can't tell.
I don't know, you might have just magically...
Does it just
Well,
hear
for any of our
bring.
audio listeners, they're confused.
So yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
if you are listening to this on all the podcasty platforms,
Yeah.
go over to the YouTube channel,
Have a look at the new set.
see what it's like,
Yeah.
where you should subscribe. We're getting up. The subscriber count's getting
Are
up.
we?
I think like 87% of the people aren't subscribed. So
okay.
it's
But it's
making a
going up because it was 94
Yeah.
or
So-
whatever it was. It's like...
Now I feel like that's more so people are not watching as opposed
it could
to
be.
because the subscriber count didn't really get. We got 22 now.
Oh, good.
I don't usually pay attention if I'm being
No,
honest to the
no.
subscribers.
If one of them goes well, then excellent.
I'm noticing. I
One
look
of
at the
them pops
views.
off.
I look at the views in terms of what.
Yeah.
The way the Dragon one's doing really well.
It is, isn't it?
50 odd now, I think.
Mm.
Quite surprised.
I am actually. I think it is because we hit it with a good time with Shang-Chi.
We
I think
timed
that's
that
I think that's what
beautifully.
happened. Yeah.
I mean, I remember that was the episode where we were like, we need to rethink the whole structure of
Yeah.
the podcast because it went 3 hours and 7 minutes. It was like that's not,
ridiculous.
That's not something we should be doing.
No, but you know,
but, I mean,
if people are listening, then good,
yeah,
excellent.
exactly. So this is the set. This will be here for the next few times. Whenever.
Yeah. Another new exciting update is that I now actually have a microphone.
Yeah.
It's not mine. So it's for the rest. So is that going to be a thing for the rest of the season? Do you reckon the Blue Yeti's just never going to make an appearance for me?
I mean, we'll see what happens
Oh my
after.
God.
Would we get any? We haven't thought that far forward
What's that?
in terms of what we'll be doing if during Christmas.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Because I do want to do another Christmas special.
I want to do another Christmas special.
So we
yeah.
can at least do that then.
And we'll have to do another top 10 of the year.
Yeah, I feel like we can do that while we're in person again. Because unless
Yeah.
touch wood, unless if Boris doesn't go, we are now going to lockdown
Oh
again.
my God. Did you see what he said today?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
seen
this is
it.
brilliant. At the UN, he went to the UN and he said, "Do we all remember what Kermit the Frog said?"
Excuse me.
Yeah, so he was like, "We all remember what
Is
Kermit
Boris
the Frog
Johnson our
said."
Prime Minister?
Yeah, no, he went. He said Kermit the Frog once said, "It's not easy being green," and I'm here to tell you he was lying.
What does that mean?
I don't know what it means.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but it was a great clip that I saw on Twitter. It was fantastic. I think he's on about like it is easy to be eco-friendly or whatever. Just do it or something.
Right, okay.
But don't pick a muppet as your spokesperson. Like, what does that mean? Oh,
I mean, you could
God.
have said in the words of Jim Henson.
No, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Not a
Not
fictional
Kermit.
frog. Oh. Anyway, not to get political, guys.
But yeah, no, because one thing I realised, because if we're going to keep the season 3 going weekly,
Yes. Yeah.
even in through our
Yeah.
lesson
Yeah.
time, although that'll be the
This is
first.
Yeah, that will be a first.
Last year it hit us hard. We were like, I don't think we can continue.
No, because I decided to do a film that was impossible.
Well, we both ended up directing. We might.
Yeah.
We might end up. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully,
But-
fingers crossed.
But we don't have to bang out the film within those weeks.
Yeah,
So
so-
we'll have at least some time to be like,
Yeah.
we can do a little bit more. But one thing
Yeah.
I've realised, because I'm looking at the weeks in terms of, because obviously we're going until episode 25 for
Right.
this season.
Yeah.
26, episode 26, the week after,
Hmm.
would be the weekend of Halloween.
Ooh,
We could always throw in a Halloween special.
Yeah, we could.
Which I've thought of a film, which I won't
Okay.
say for certain yet, but
Oh yeah.
it'll be a nice little
Alright,
thing,
cool.
but yeah.
I'm excited about it.
But also the other thing that needs to be addressed
Yeah.
is the Chaplin Gate. Is it Chaplin Gate?
I
The
don't
Gold
know.
Rush incident.
Oh God, yeah. Okay.
There's a few. Obviously, last week we said that next week we're going to be doing a Charlie Chaplin film because
Yeah.
that's the category that you picked.
Yes.
And the film will be The Gold Rush. The
We
film that I
lied.
chosen.
We blatantly lied to all your faces.
I completely just told a complete lie to everyone out there. But and the reason get me back on track there in my head. Cool. Right. That'll be a thing that'll be happening now. We're replacing the internet lag and
With-
Zoom lag with just actual human
actual
lag.
buffering, yeah.
With actual human lag.
Oh, brilliant.
So we said the Gold Rush, and that was going to be the plan.
Yes.
And my thought process, because obviously I'm the one that organised the films, you're the one that picked the categories, and I'm the one that chose the films.
Yes.
And I knew I wanted to cover Chaplin at some point within the intermission.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew, but I didn't know which one to do.
Okay.
So I thought Gold Rush, and I'll explain why I thought Gold Rush would be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's 1925, it's his third feature film he did. He did loads of short films in the 1910s and that, but this was like still earlier-ish in his feature film career, and it's one of the early ones that I saw, one of the first Chaplin films that I saw actually.
Right. Okay.
And it's still classic like slapstick comedy with a bit of romance drama in there.
Yeah.
It's like that, and I thought okay, and obviously it's a film that when I first watched them all, they were all on YouTube because it was like royalty free, free domain stuff.
It's in public domain.
So that's how I managed to see them for a while, like when I first watched them. So I thought, oh, surely that will still be the same.
Yeah.
That'll be easy enough to do. And also, I mentioned last week, I was like, oh, we're doing the 1925 theatrical version, not the 1942 re-edit version. And I didn't think that was that much of like a hard thing to do because it's just... Because I just thought, just watch the 1925 one. Just don't watch the one where Charlie Chaplin's narrating over it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if you know anything about it. Because
I
not only does he narrate over it, he kind of like speaks over the characters as if he's talking as them.
Oh.
So like, there's like one guy going like that,
Yeah.
and then Chaplin's going, get out, I say, get out. It's like, oh, this feels very...
yeah, that's not...
We're on about Jim Henson. This feels very Sesame Street right now.
Yeah, that's very strange.
So cut to me today, literally today.
Yes.
I'm getting on my Criterion DVD of The Gold Rush.
Criterion.
So I'm getting on my DVD of The Gold Rush, and I
Yeah.
thought, right, let me just stick this in.
Yeah.
It's one of these awkward fucking cases, so I open it, get the disc in, shove it in my Blu-ray player.
Yeah.
Blu-ray player's wearing. I went, okay, that's odd. Still wearing again. I went, let me just check there's no dust or anything on the disc or whatever. If it's just the Blu-ray player being a bit of a bitch.
Yeah.
Took the disc out. There's a crack right on the side. Depending on if I can be bothered in terms of editing this, because I'm going to be editing this tomorrow morning. No. Yeah, it's Thursday. Yeah, I'll be editing this tomorrow morning, ready for Friday. So depending if I can be bothered to edit, I got a photo of the crack to just see how tragic it is.
Yeah, it's very upsetting. I've just been shown it, and I've shed a single tear.
And it was one of these ones where I saw it first, like, oh well. And then my anger built.
Yeah, exactly.
Slowly, because I'm like... That wasn't just a cheapy DVD either.
No,
I got this from America.
Yeah.
And it's not like I could just casually get it again.
No, because they don't sell it here.
No, I mean, I can import the Blu-ray, so at least gives me an excuse to upgrade it to a Blu-ray.
Yeah, I guess, but it's still...
But that's still like 25 quid that I'm going to have to pay to just get... And so I thought, right, let me double check on this box set that you can see if you're watching it. This is the Charlie Chaplin collection that Artificial Eye Curzon have got. They did another one like the Agnes Varda one that's there. They've got a Shelley Truffaut. This is a good evangelist set now.
This is good, isn't it?
You got this, a bit of that, a bit of E.T.
Bit of a little Pop Funko you.
Dude, that's the dude.
Oh, is it?
That's Walter behind you there as well from the Big Lebowski as well. That's his mate. But anyway, but this has loads of Charlie Chaplin's films.
Yes.
This has the Gold Rush on it, if you could see from the back, Robbie.
It does, yeah, it says it there.
It only has the 1942 version.
Ew.
Which I find very strange. In
That's
the sense,
odd.
like, why? That's the equivalent of... That's Star Wars in it. That's George
that is,
Lucas in it. Like, why? Why not have that as a special feature? Which is what the Criterion DVD has. The Criterion DVD has the 1942 version as a special feature.
Yeah, it's like a second disc or something.
Yeah, but that's the only Gold Rush version. And here's me checking Amazon Prime, see if I can rent it.
Yeah, not there.
Like you can do on City Lights. I can on the Gold Rush,
All right.
but only the 1942 re-edit.
Why though?
So then here's me checking this is a long story, but it's
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. No, but you know.
But here's me checking. I went, I guess I'll just go to YouTube then and we'll watch it that way.
Yeah.
There's only one version I can find of it, of the 1925 version.
Right.
And I'm watching it. It's not great quality, but I'm like, all right, whatever. It's fine.
Yes.
I can see past the 360p.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
I can see for this point. I can see past it.
Yeah.
And then there's some credits popping up, and then the other credits that pop up is music by Kevin MacLeod, and it just shows loads of links.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh
dear.
Oh, I know Kevin MacLeod, and if you know, I don't know him personally,
No.
but if you've edited anything,
You'll know the name.
You'll know Kevin MacLeod
Yeah.
as a name.
Yeah.
Because my first encounter with Kevin MacLeod was when I was making a Heavy Rain fan film back in 2013.
Oh, damn.
And I wanted to make it. It didn't get finished. I'm really good.
Right.
97% of it was finished filming.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
3% of it didn't. And it was
Yeah.
a very integral part to it. It was the point where, spoilers for Heavy Rain, by the way. It's the whole point we needed the person who was playing Shelby to give the reveal of who of everything.
Yeah.
We didn't get that film. Literally. Anyway, so I was going to try and make this really like my first proper film.
Yeah.
Editing iMovie and colouring it in iMovie.
Okay. Yeah, colouring in iMovie.
I adjusted the contrast.
Yeah, all right. I was going to say, come on, surely not.
And,
my God.
So that was my first delving into royalty-free music, and of course, it's just loads of Kevin MacLeod
Every
songs.
single one.
So there's just loads of so I'm looking at the opening credits of this Gold Rush version on YouTube, and I'm like,
oh dear.
Okay, so unless if Kevin MacLeod just did a score for the Gold Rush,
which he didn't.
No, he didn't. So I'm watching it, and it's a lot of and then the track stops. We get a little bit of silence. Then a different track starts playing. I'm like, oh no!
This is.
And although this is a silent film, as we're going to probably discuss within this film in particular, the music's still important because there's still cues of certain moments that are happening within it. Yeah. So I thought I can't do this. I can't watch this. Yeah. Plus, I was getting pissed off with the fact that my DVD was cracked, and I'm watching this, and just nothing was going right for me for that point.
So we threw in the towel.
You hadn't watched it at that point.
I watched up to the bit where there was a bear.
So the very opening.
So literally, the first, minute.
And then, so I'm like, right, change of plan.
Yeah.
We're sticking with Charlie Chaplin. We're just changing the Chaplin film. So that's what's happened.
It's easy enough.
Yeah, it's fine. And believe it or not, there's no other re-edits of this film.
Yeah.
And I can watch it perfectly fine on this set.
Boom.
As I can with literally every other Charlie Chaplin film other than The Gold Rush. But I do want to say The Gold Rush is one of my favourite Chaplin films as well.
Oh, okay.
It is one of my big faves. So that was also, it was my first favourite Chaplin film. So that was going to be the point of watching it.
Yeah.
But instead, Robbie.
City lights. Oh, specs are on. For any audio listeners, Oscar's just putting his brainy specs on.
So I can actually read.
So you can read his notes.
Without getting a headache.
I'll get mine up.
And the film we are going to be talking about today is the 1931 romantic silent comedy, or as it says in the credits, it's a comedy romance in pantomime, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. City Lights. It's directed by Charlie Chaplin.
Boom.
It's written by Charlie Chaplin. He also produced, edited, and composed the film.
Fantastic. Excellent.
And it also stars Charlie Chaplin. Did you know that? Starred Charlie Chaplin as well.
That's Charlie Chaplin?
Yeah.
What?
I know, right?
The blind lady.
Yes. The film also stars Virginia Cheryl, Florence Lee, Harry Myers, Alan Garcia, and Hank Mann. The plot synopsis of the film, according to IMDb, is, with the aid of a wealthy, erratic tippler, a dewy-eyed tramp who has fallen in love with a sightless flower girl accumulates money to be able to help her medically. Flipping you there, Reese.
Sorry, go away, Reese.
Accolades that the film holds, it has a 98% on the tomato meter and an audience score of 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. It has an 8.5 out of 10 on IMDb, placing it at number 41 in their top 250, and it holds a score of 4.3 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd, placing it at number 87 in their top 250. And since this was 1931, the Oscars were about at this point.
Yeah.
But this didn't really get any awards because it was kind of pre-awards and pre-festivals. What was the first festival again?
Venice,
it was Cannes.
wasn't it?
No, it was Venice, and
Venice
then
Film
Cannes
Festival
came.
and
That
then
was
Cannes,
it. Yeah.
yeah.
So, here's my little relationship with City Lights.
Okay.
In 2012, I went through a big Chaplin
Okay.
phase.
Yeah.
I can't remember why. No, now I remember why. Because I really wanted to watch the Robert Downey Jr. film Chaplin.
Yes.
But I didn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm one of these people where it's like, I want to know things about this person.
Exactly. Yeah.
So then I decided I'm just going to watch all of Chaplin's films, or all of his all his tramp ones.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
I watched The Kid, which was his first feature film,
Mhm.
1921, and I loved it. Loved that film. Really good one. And then I followed on from The Gold Rush, adored The Gold Rush.
Mhm.
The Circus was the next one, which was also excellent. So I was just becoming a mad Chaplin fan.
Yeah.
And so City Lights was just another one in that phase of just watching a load of Chaplin films. And equally, I love this one as well, up to the point where, again, for a good few years, I said he was my favourite director.
Oh, wow.
I would say he's one of them. Still definitely one of my favourites.
Yeah.
And I would still say definitely one of my favourite actors of all time.
Cool.
Purely because if you do watch a load of his films, you realise, he went from comedy to drama really well, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
If you've seen The Great Dictator, or at least the speech from The Great Dictator, you kind of you can see that in there. But for the longest time, The Gold Rush was always kind of like my favourite of his films. And then it's when I was given this set by my then girlfriend, and she hadn't seen any Chaplin films, so me being that boyfriend,
That guy.
I was like, so we're just going to be watching a lot of Chaplin films. It's when I broke my foot, so I thought, well, I guess we can just
Watch
sit
them
and just
all.
watch Chaplin. We didn't get through them all, I don't think,
Yeah.
I can't remember why. Did we start something else? Doesn't matter. But it obviously got a Gold Rush, loved it.
Yeah.
Still loved it. Watched Circus. Discovered how much I actually that's actually quite an underrated one.
Oh.
It's a bit of, you throw in a bit of Shape of Water and a bit of Greatest Showman, you've got the Circus. and that's how I'm going to say it. And that's how I'm going to sell it to people.
Okay, I'm going to just sit and ponder that for a minute.
There's no fish people, so that might do anything, but maybe not. But it's only when I got to City Lights that I realised, oh, no, this is like, this film quite resonates with me a lot more than The Gold Rush, which by default, at the time, it switched to be my fourth favourite film of all time.
Holy bejeebus.
I don't know if I would say it is my fourth favourite film of all time now.
Okay.
Well, it isn't, because it's the Before trilogy.
Yes.
It's my fourth favourite film of all
Yeah.
time. It's in my top 10 still, I think. I definitely think The City Lights is within my top 10. And I would go as far as say, Robbie, City Lights is my favourite comedy of all time.
Holy bejeebus.
Yeah, personally for me.
Yeah.
My favourite comedy.
Okay.
And I try to dip my toe in silent films, and there's still a few that I need to get to.
Yes. Yeah.
I need to expose myself more to Buster Keaton. I've seen a few Buster Keaton. He's quality stuff
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
I need to watch more Howard Lloyd because I've only seen Safety Last, the one where he's hanging off the clock.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And obviously I need to actually watch quite a few Lauren Hardys. Actually, I haven't seen a lot.
I've got a big old box set. We'll get through it.
I've got the little suitcase there.
Oh,
So
nice. That's pretty cool.
I've got a little shit there.
Oh, lovely.
But obviously I've seen. I like a few silent dramas. I've got a Passion of Joan of Arc poster right there. If you can see literally the corner of it.
Yeah.
And I like Metropolis as well. And
Metropolis
Sunrise. I like Sunrise. I know we differ with that.
Yeah.
But I tend to find it easier to watch the silent comedies a lot more. I found a very good video that someone said silent movies are like liquor. In the sense of like, you need to find your taste. And you can't binge them.
Yes.
Like if you if you want to get in hard liquor, like a hard whiskey, have a bit of a dabble for a little bit, see what's like.
Yeah.
But don't be binge drinking.
Yeah,
it's a similar thing with silent films that I said, and a lot of they go either watch some short films first because there's loads of them.
Yes.
And that's just what they were, and then start with the comedies, and that's kind of how I grew an appreciation for silent films, was mainly through Charlie Chaplin and his thing. But yes, your relationship with Chaplin and even some silent films as well.
Okay. I have never seen a Chaplin film ever in my goddamn life, let me tell you. I've seen a hell of a lot of Laurel and Hardy.
Right.
I was raised on Laurel and Hardy by my dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a big Laurel and Hardy guy. And I've seen Sunrise, and that's the only other silent film that I've ever seen. And it's so boring. I
can imagine.
It sucks.
I can imagine if that's like one of like the ones that you've
like
one of the first ones you've seen that you've been like, oh, that's a bit.
Yeah, so I think it's interesting for you to say the kind of like the way that you get into silent films and you kind of grow an appreciation for them over time. Not to spoil what I'm going to say on this podcast at all, but I don't think I've grown that appreciation yet. But yeah, so I don't really have any. I don't have any affiliation to anything like this. So it's weird. Genuinely, I have nothing. You know when we usually do this bit where it's like, what do you think or whatever.
It's like, my thing.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's the first time I've had nothing to say on this podcast.
Yeah, no, like Jim, if you asked me when I was like 18, 19, I was a big Chaplin guy.
Yeah,
like I really got into him, and even at the point where I was trying to write a mini script of a tramp origin.
Oh wow! Whoa, what?
Yeah. It never got anywhere. It got to discussion that Will was going to play him. I think I've got photos on one of my hard drives of when he did test makeup, and Will, we were gonna plan on like him being the tramp, and then it was gonna be because I always wanted to delve into try to do a silent film because I also thought it'd be a fun thing to do. But I was like,
you were gonna do X-Men Origins The Tramp.
It was just gonna be called The Tramp, but it wasn't.
Oh wow!
But I didn't get anywhere with it in terms of how we'll end up.
But,
but no, like legitimately, like it was. It's weird to think almost back, like I was like 18 and 19, and although I like Tarantino, I like Tarantino, and usually at that age you think people are like, oh, Tarantino, Edgar Wright, Wes Anderson, Fincher's another one, Nolan, and I did go through those phases, but oddly enough, Chaplin was a big like I don't think I think it was more so the fact that he did all the shit.
Yes, that he did everything on it.
That really like kind of, and the fact that his films were almost a century old, and I was still really into them. Yeah, I think
This surprises me. I didn't know this.
Didn't you?
I had no idea that you were this into.
I haven't really. Again, I haven't been watching his stuff for a while. For a good few. I've been trying to like, not just stay in that lane.
Yes.
I've been trying to like, but I was like, big on it. Big on it. Like his films aren't long either.
No, they're not. I can
So you can get through a good chunk anyway, and they're all kind of like City Lights. They all kind of follow a bit of a City Lights ish.
Right. Okay.
Not I guess formula. You know, there's Bond girls, there's Chaplin girls.
Yes. Right.
So
okay. Like which one is he going after this movie?
Yeah. Kind of.
Fair enough. Are they all blind or is it just this one?
Just this one.
Oh right. Okay.
In modern times, the next one, she is another poor one, but she's like a ragtag swindler type of one in the Gold Rush. Oddly enough, that film starts off a bit of a bromance, and then he kind of meets a girl, and then he's a bit like, there's nothing really special about that one. Georgia was that girl's name.
Right. Okay.
She had a name in that one.
Damn.
But I feel like
goodness.
But the actress was called Georgia, so I just feel like
that's the thing I bloody loved in this when it first started. The credits.
The blind.
It's just the blind girl, her grandmother.
Yeah.
And then just the rich man, his butler.
The credits were very.
It's so funny.
Yeah. So
like, oh god.
So you weren't high on City Lights.
No. No. Frankly, I was so damn bored the whole time.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, man. I just, I was trying to get into it. I wanted to enjoy it for the charm of it. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
No.
There was so much of I'm just watching two arseholes be idiots, aren't there, for like half an hour. Cause it's the bit, when he first meets the guy and they go out drunk or whatever. I was like, it's so stressful. I was getting real stressed out because I was like, dude, just sit down.
That's right. Like what we did with Some Like It Hot.
Yes.
I've got a list of the times of my laugh count.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I thought it would be fun to almost go through what I've listed down as the good old funnies.
The good old funnies. I've got a few good old funnies. I'll bring up the bits that I thought were good old funnies.
I've got about 10, just so you know.
Oh, fantastic.
No, 11.
Oh, okay.
I'm legit like, and I want to say that's the thing that always always surprised me every time I revisit a Chaplin film. Yeah. Or even aside, like recently, I've watched a few Buster Keatons. That surprised me with these era of comedies and these silent comedies is how much I genuinely just burst out laughing. Because even like films like, I'm trying to think of like a modern comedy that I really like. Hot Fuzz.
Yes.
Not I guess modern still. It's
2007. That's
still
modern, isn't it?
Yeah. I still laugh at that.
Yeah.
But I always find a little bit more, I appreciate the jokes.
Yeah, okay.
more so, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's kind of like, God, that's clever.
Yeah, like I like that.
Yeah.
That's funny, and I find it more, and I appreciate the joke more when I'm started quoting it with friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, like, I don't obviously you can't quote anything from these films.
No.
So my humor relies just solely on the film itself and not a memory that I have with the joke itself.
Yeah, okay.
So I think whenever I do get to a joke in the film that I find funny, I just almost that's the one time when I do like properly appreciate it, and I go like,
yeah,
and I'm just like belly laughing, fucking, I'm loving it. Literally, my first note is laugh one. The kazoo speech at the beginning of the film is top quality, simplistic comedy.
Because I messaged you about this and was like, why is everyone talking like Snoopy?
It's like, am I watching the right version?
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, you're good. You're fine.
It's fine. It's so weird. Everyone's just. It's so weird.
Well, I think that is though, because again, this was 1931. This was the first Chaplin film. This was the first film Chaplin made within when sound was a thing.
Right. Okay.
And he was very anti-sound.
Yes.
He looked at it as a fad.
Really?
He was like, it won't fucking last.
Oh wow.
This is where it's at. Fuck microphones.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Just.
Fuck you. Sorry for audio listeners. I couldn't.
That was gonna be awful.
Yeah, we were beating up our microphones as a joke.
Just Chaplin beats a sharp a boom.
Yeah.
I want that. Just
people thought that recording was Christian Bale on Terminator Salvation. It was
Charlie Chaplin.
It was Charlie Chaplin.
Wasn't the DP, it was the sound op.
Yeah.
But obviously, I guess you could almost look at this in the sense like he was almost. This was the first time he's had people talking in his film, and it's just nonsense. And that was him. That was him doing it.
Oh really?
Yeah,
oh brilliant! That's great.
It's
That's
like
great.
you could always see like he's going like fucking bullshit talking.
Yeah, this is stupid. Yeah.
People can maybe look at it in the sense of like, oh, well, he's saying people in political power are just talking nonsense, which you can. But I think the more likelihood was just like, I'm gonna make
just taking the piss.
I'm taking the piss out of just audio recording.
Yeah,
because fuck
exactly.
this shit.
Yeah.
Laugh 2. After a pretty decent character, I like the character introduction of the Tramp in this.
Yes.
Obviously, this isn't the first appearance by the Tramp. He's done several shorts, and even in feature films, this is the fourth feature film with Chaplin as the Tramp character. It's his iconic Tramp character, so it's not like this is his introduction to the world. It's like just his introduction to the film. But I like it how it's like the thing gets revealed. He's just like
he's like sleeping on it. I like so this is a thing that I wanted to bring up. Is I liked it to an extent.
Okay.
Which is a lot of the jokes in this movie for me. I like them until they've done them 3 times.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, just come on. Like because he gets found on the statue.
Yeah.
And then he starts to get down and he gets caught on the sword. And I was like, that's pretty funny. And I did a little laugh. And then he gets back on the statue, he like gets off the sword, and I was like, okay, now just maneuver yourself down. And then he stops, and he's like, stops to wave at the statue or whatever. I'm like, just get down. You're annoying so many people.
Did you get the joke where it was like, because he put his like hand, his face there, and the statue hand was like flat there, so it made it look like he was doing that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
To be fair, I only caught that this time.
I did not catch that.
Yeah,
I thought
it was meant to be the joke of like,
right. Oh, okay.
But
because I saw him like he comes up to the hand and then he comes off it and then he like tips his little hat to it or whatever, and everyone's like, just get down from the statue. And at that point I'm going, yeah, just get down, dude. You're ruining things for people.
I think what we're going to discover is I'm the Tramp and you're everyone else.
Yeah, I'm just like, just get down. What are you doing? Stop it.
Because one of my other my second laugh 2 was within this scene. Mm-hmm. It was the national anthem being played during the champion stuck on the statue.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I enjoyed that.
Get down,
yeah, and he gets like his hat on there. Right.
And then it stops. It goes, okay, come on.
Yeah. I enjoyed that. That was good.
Like, I think that's what I also like about watching a lot of these older silent comedies is you realize, oh, that's where that joke came from.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, it's been happening since that time. And it was like, they were kind of using the joke to its full. Like, I always do this within these podcast episodes. I bring wrestling somehow.
Yes, it happens every time.
But it's almost like when I'm watching an old match.
Yeah.
None of the moves are exciting. Like they do a DDT.
Yeah.
That happens all the time now. But I'm watching an old match and I'm seeing a DDT happen and I'm like blown away. Like, holy shit,
my God.
he's knocked out. And but like I guess it's a similar thing in terms of, like you watch this and you see like a joke that if it's done now, it's like okay. But like then it's like fucking hell, funny as shit that is.
I suppose, yeah. Yeah, I didn't think of it that way.
Because the joke, that is just the joke.
Yeah.
And they've kind of built, whereas like when people use the joke now, they're just saying, this is the joke. Whereas like back then they almost built it up to that.
Yes.
Like
the
the punchline just gets used now. Whereas like then we saw the setup and the punchline.
Yes,
which
exactly. Yeah.
Kind of one makes it a bit more humorous. Laugh 4 came a little bit later.
Yeah.
Is when the blind girl just splashed him with water.
Ah, that's pretty good.
Which comes after a scene which I want to get to a little bit, because I think it would be a bit within this. I think it would be better to almost talk about this in two halves in terms of comedy and the funnies.
Yes, yeah.
And the more linear plot element of it,
Yeah.
I think, as opposed to jumbling all up.
There was a funny before that for me that I enjoyed.
Really?
So you know when he was at the shop window and he's like looking at the thing and then
Didn't I have that as a...
backs up a little bit. And
That's my laugh 3. Yes, I skipped laugh 4 for some
there you
reason.
go.
It's his laugh. Yeah, that's my laugh 3.
It's great. That like the bit where, because he keeps doing it, and I was like getting stressed out, and it was like, do you know why? This is weird. This because I made fun of Julia for
You're
this.
the first person I know who's talked about. I got stressed out watching a Chaplin film.
No, because
this is Robbie's uncut gems.
Yeah, no, it is because I was making fun of Julia for this because, for those who don't know, I have me and Leo, who has been mentioned multiple times on this podcast, have a very weird affiliation with the film School of Rock.
Yes.
Which we love to a point where we started writing a sequel script for it, which will never be made. But if Jack Black's out there and he's listening, then you know, hit us up or whatever on Twitter and something. I'm a big fan of your work. But so Julia had never seen School of Rock, so I was like, watch School of Rock. What are you doing? It's it's like just after it's just recently been on Netflix. I was like,
yeah,
bloody
I need to rewatch. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's like just bloody watch School of Rock. It's fantastic. And she watched it and she said, I was going to enjoy it. I was trying to enjoy it.
I was going to enjoy it.
Yeah, I was going to enjoy it. I was trying really hard to enjoy it, but it just stressed her out because Julie's quite a stressful person anyway. But like, not as in she makes me stressed. She doesn't. But like, she gets easily stressed by things.
Yeah.
But like, she was going, that man's just a liar. And he's ruining her whole kid's year of education or whatever. Like, you know, those kids are going to be screwed up for life. I was like, what you just enjoy the movie. It's funny. But I'm having the same thing with this.
I'm trying to think, like, because something that recently happened with me when I was watching the film, I was getting stressed. I can't remember what. Hang on, I need to look at my Letterboxd. But I know what you mean.
Yeah, I was like, dude, just get down from the statue.
But also, like, in terms of, like, the street, the floors scene.
Yeah,
That's funny when he's like going back and he's like,
yeah.
back. But the peak of the joke for that one is when he does move down, then he comes back up, and then the bloke comes up, and he's like, "The fuck you doing, man?" He goes,
"Yeah." The guy when the guy comes back up again, he's like 6 foot tall. He's like huge,
which is a common thing within a lot of within a lot of silent films where like they kind of go, "I'll fight you," then the dude stands up, and it's like, "I won't fight you,
never
man."
mind. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
I don't think there was. There's certain scenes that happen in films where I'm just like, I'm gonna look away now, and I can't think exactly. If it comes to my head, I'll let you know.
Okay.
But because nothing in Shang-Chi happened.
Nothing happened in Shang-Chi. I like that movie.
Nothing to make me stressed. That's what I was trying to say. Nothing,
I was gonna say,
happened.
come on now.
Nothing.
I enjoyed that movie a lot.
Oh, to literally just completely deviate.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, go
for
on.
like a second. Watch *Malignant* last night.
Oh yeah, any good?
I was well into it.
Is it good?
It's silly.
Oh wow, okay.
But and the trailers aren't telling you it's silly.
Right.
But you should know it's silly.
Oh, okay. So is it?
You should know it feels like a proper 80s flick.
Ooh.
But in the world it's serious.
Yeah.
But you can have a blast watching it.
Right. Okay.
And you should have a blast.
Is it a bit Evil Dead-y? Because you know I love me some Evil Dead-y.
I don't know. I guess I haven't seen any of his films, but I guess the closest comparison I can say is Wes Craven. It feels kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like it feels a bit batshit.
Yeah, a bit mental.
But
that's all I've heard about it. It's like the last half an hour, it just goes crazy.
I loved it.
Is it good?
Okay,
I'll give it a watch.
I give it 4 stars on Letterboxd.
Oh damn!
Curious.
Oh my
I'm
goodness!
also a big James Wan fan.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
But yeah, Laugh 3 was the.
Yeah.
Laugh 4 was the.
Oh yeah. Very good.
Just, again, it's funny more so because of the scene it followed, which again we'll get to.
Yeah.
But that did make me have a good old little chuckle.
I like the bit when he's like he realizes that she's blind and that she thinks that he's gone.
Yeah.
When that guy gets back in the car and she's like, "You forgot your change." And he's just like, "I'm just gonna back out of here." And That's pretty
have
funny.
I admitted it? I think I have admitted it on the
What's
podcast.
this?
I'm a romantic, but I'm also a romantic cynic.
Yeah.
I'm a hopeless romantic,
Yes.
but I'm also like fuck love at the same time.
Yeah.
But I also but I'm trying to get it as well.
Yeah.
But
Whereas I'm all about it.
you are
All
yeah.
love all the time. That's what I'm
Yeah.
about.
No. Again, I'm a romance addict in the sense of like I watch loads of romance films.
Oh, yeah.
But then I also like to watch a doomed romance film.
Yeah.
Every now and then. I'll be like, yeah, it's all shit, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's all die. it all. You all still live, but you just know it didn't last long.
You're spot on, Mark Webb. Actually, is that
He is. I'm calling it now. 500 Days of Summer.
it's a great movie.
It's one of my faves. But like anyway, another one of my favorite. Back to one of my favorite romance films,
Yes.
The City Lights. Laugh 5.
Yes.
When the tramp and the millionaire both struggle to get out the water.
So right.
That whole scene, fucking dug it.
Yeah. Okay.
I found so much funny in it. Of where he's like, first of all, he's like, oh, when you wake up in the morning, the birds will sing and the sun will beam down, and he's still like, oh, miserable. Then he's like, toughen up, man.
Yeah. Come on, man. Get on with it.
He goes from, he's like, don't be afraid of life. Come on.
Yeah. I did like that. I think this is the thing, right? This is exactly the example that I was going to use, right? A lot of eggs in there. I just realised exactly the example.
Oh right, I
like
thought you
that.
meant a lot of eggs in there. When where are you looking
Yeah.
at?
A lot of eggs in that corner of the room. For anyone that can't see, because the camera isn't turned around, Oscar's got a massive egg collection for no reason.
Got a big ball of eggs.
A big bowl of eggs in his corner.
They're not like Easter eggs. They're literally just chicken eggs.
Yeah, which I imagine he drinks on a morning. It's weird. There's another big bowl of straws next to it. I don't know what's going on here.
I've actually never been one of those ones to drink it. You would think me being a lunatic at in some situations. I don't mean all the time.
Yeah,
I mean
yeah.
like in the most random of situations. You would have thought that at some point in my life, someone would have handed me a glass with an egg in it, and I would have
I've
just
gone
went,
like, yeah, go on. No,
I haven't.
I'd never drink a raw egg. I don't get it. I don't care how.
I mean, what I'm gonna say is, if someone did hand me a glass with a raw egg in it, I would.
Oh really? I wouldn't.
Just pure, but more purely go, Oscar, do that.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
Okay. I mean, I don't care how large you are, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I'm not having an egg as a drink.
What are you
for my
calling me
breakfast.
out there? I don't care how hard you think you are,
Yeah,
Oscar.
I don't care how hard you think you are, Oscar. I wouldn't drink an egg, all right? And stop trying to make me. I'm sick of it.
I know we're deviating so far, but like, I just want to say another very quick thing. This is just what this is now.
Yeah.
I was saying that's right. I was saying I was going to see the new James Wan film to Lewis and Gary at the Lewis when because then I sent the video when you in the Snyder Cut commentary when you went, I'm hyped as fuck now.
Yes.
Because that's my go-to reaction for any situation.
Oh,
like
good.
and then Lewis went, yeah, he's let us down loads of times. When he's let you down loads of times. I'm a fan, mate. Look, he's done best Fast and Furious film.
Mm.
He did my favorite DCU film until Shazam came out. And then no, I still say Shazam's my favorite DCU.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And then either way, he's done a lot of films I like. So yeah, and I would stop trying. I said something like, stop trying to like push your shite views on me. That's what I said, shite views on me. And he went, imagine if you can get radicalized to like a film opinion, and then to like a film. And then I went, Robbie's trying to radicalize me into the MCU.
I am, and I will one day.
You will. And then Lewis went like, well, I've been trying that for years. I went, yeah, you're not as aggressive as Robbie. Robbie is legit.
I'm straight on it every day. Did you see Shang-Chi yet? And he's like, yeah, I saw it before you. I was like, that's my boy. Yeah.
I liked it.
It's good, isn't it?
But that's what I was going to say in terms of radicalization. Back to Charlie
Anyway,
Chaplin.
yeah, back to Charlie Chaplin.
Right, what you like about the
Yeah, so okay.
your comment about
My
this.
comment about this joke, right? It's the excellent example.
That's where we came
emphasis on the eggs. That like of me thinking this is funny until they've done it 3 times. So I wrote down in one of my notes actually. If this guy goes in the river one more fucking time, I'm gonna lose my mind. Because because he goes in it's funny at first when he's like, right, I'm gonna, whatever, and he puts the rope around Charlie Chaplin's neck by accident and throws the rock.
That's
in.
cool choreography.
There's
a lot of that in
exactly.
this. Yeah,
and it was fun. And when he gets dragged in, he's such a good physical actor that way. He just like hurls himself, and it's great.
He gets that goes round his neck as well,
Launches
and
himself
he doesn't quite go Well, no, he jumps while the Rock's going, but the Rock then tightens the rope as he's still in the air.
Exactly,
So that would
yeah, exactly. It hurt.
that would hurt.
So that was great. And then when the guy goes back in, goes in to get him, and he like clambers on top of him to get out and stuff. I enjoyed that. And then the guy's like swaying, and he accidentally knocks Charlie back in again. And I was like, yeah, all right, okay. And then we get out again, where they use the same shot where he's clambering over him because he clearly wasn't clambering over him when they get out the second time.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's just 31, Robin.
Yeah, it's fine. But
it's the oldest film we're talking about
the
here.
The guy's like stumbling about again. It looks like he's gonna knock him in again. I was like, I swear to God, if they go in there,
no, I
like
that where it's almost like, and then like, you move, he switches around. So, I like
it's
that.
just every joke is like drawn out for as long as it possibly can be, and it's so irritating.
I'm trying to think if any of his other things are like this. I can't remember.
It just takes so long for anything to happen.
Right. Okay.
I think that's my irritation, and I don't want to sound like bloody Gen Z whatever. They're all got like short attention spans because they're bloody TikTok or whatever. I don't have TikTok, but it happens. Like it's a big thing at the minute of people like because people have their phones.
Yeah.
And you can quite easily just scroll through content. Your attention span's not as good. And I don't want to be that guy, but like everything when they were trying to do something, I was like, all right, come on.
I think there is a silent film out there that you will find funny though.
Oh, definitely.
There will. I mean, you like Lauren Hardy. You've said that.
Yeah, I love Lauren Hardy. So
there will be something out there.
Yeah, exactly.
What you'd be a big Buster Keaton fan? I could see it.
Oh,
for some
yeah,
reason. I don't know why.
I watched I'm sure it was an Every Frame a Painting thing.
Was it about
Buster Keaton?
Yeah.
And it's really interesting. I haven't seen any Buster Keaton films, but like
yeah.
that video is really interesting.
He was like the OG stuntman. No, it's like him and Douglas Fairbanks were like big stunt guys.
Yeah,
Douglas Fairbanks was more swashbuckling.
Yeah.
Like he did Three Musketeers and Thief of Baghdad.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But
because I really like what they talk about where Buster Keaton had specific rules of his filmmaking. So it was like if the audience can't see it on screen, it isn't there.
Yeah.
Like things will just appear, and when they appear from the side of the frame, it surprises the person that was already in frame.
Yeah.
Because if the audience couldn't see them, then the characters couldn't see it either. And like those rules. Like
that does. I was
like, it's a really cool way of doing things.
Laugh 7
is
when the millionaire and the tramp went to the dance floor, the restaurant, the ball. I can't remember.
Whatever it is, they go to something.
The restaurant with a dance floor. Should we call the restaurant? And he just immediately just starts slipping on the dance floor.
I was so confused by this because I was like, "Is it an ice rink?" And everyone else is fine. What's happening?
No, I don't know. I think that.
He fully Scooby Doo's it as well. He's like just
It's like he goes walk.
It's so
there's
strange.
nothing complicated.
No.
It just made me fucking.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like a little like that's funny.
I think again we brought up briefly was. Well, not briefly. We brought up within some like it where my favorite type of comedy is just the 0 to 1,000.
Yes,
but just unnecessary, and how they react usually to that.
Yeah,
it's like because again, and that's just that one like philosophy of comedy encapsulated just one singular physical joke. Is just walk. Shit. Oh, I'm back up. Oh, okay,
it's like the that joke later on where he's pouring him a shot. And he moves the glass out of the way, and he just keeps pouring it into his trousers.
Is that? No, that was earlier.
Is that earlier on?
No, that was laugh 6. I'm skipping over.
Oh,
that was laugh 6.
That was laugh 6. Okay.
That was laugh 6. No, again, it's simple. But
it's a really simple joke, but I think these are the bits of this movie that I really enjoyed, and like that I found really funny. It's like the
goofing about
stuff of like, and his physicality is so good. And like
Chaplin, a big influence on Jackie Chan.
Oh really? I can see that. We
talked about one.
Time.
That was a big influence on Jackie Chan. Not him. Bad bloke Brando. That was Bruce. I held a beer out of Bruce Lee in case you didn't see.
Yeah. But the like things like that, like, and I think it's his physicality and the choreography.
Yeah.
Like the choreographed sequences, which I'm sure you're going to talk about one in like a brief second because there's one that I love.
It's one of my latter notes, I think.
Right. Okay.
So I don't have that as a laugh.
Okay.
But that's because it's a big thing.
Yeah.
So that's just like. But yeah. Again, a little thing. Just enjoyed that. laugh 8. I've got the constant, almost all-out brawl when they are out. It's just
so good. It's
just like every little thing. Oh wait, there, no, sit down. No, oh wait.
So this is the thing. This is the one where I was like, that choreography is amazing.
Yeah,
it's the stuff with the chairs.
Oh man,
it's so good. Like that stuff is amazing.
Because these films also it's the times of when they were doing it. It's just stationary one. Still shots anyway.
It's all just still shots.
So it almost makes it a bit more impressive when you see it in that sense. It makes it more like you're watching a pantomime.
Yeah,
or something.
And it's so like, just like he's about to sit down, someone will take that chair, and then it's like, oh, what the,
Yeah,
like,
it's not like I fell over. It's like me, like, oh, fight you.
Yeah. And then Charlie Chaplin's like, right, come on, you need to sit down or whatever, and then he grabs Charlie's chair before he's about to sit down and just like sits on Charlie. What the fuck? Like
another one of my favorite bits of this. I haven't got this to laugh. It's when he threw the cigar, which I've got that as about like
he lights that lady's bum in fire.
And then
so
he immediately just starts patting her ass, and then just fires some water.
And then the guy comes and like punches him or something. It's like,
it's like the amount of stuff that happened within less than a minute it almost gave you the reaction of like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what's happening? Yeah.
Like, you almost have to laugh because it's like, that was just so many things in one.
And then that's where I can see the Jackie Chan, where he influenced Jackie Chan, because a lot of Jackie Chan's fight scenes are that.
It's just a lot of just stuff.
Like people coming after him or whatever. He sits down in a chair, the guy goes for the chair, he moves the chair, he falls over. It's stuff like that, like all the time.
And also you got the bit of where I assume you could just call it a contemporary dance that comes out of this.
Yeah, I suppose. And
then he goes, the fuck he beating up this woman?
This is why, because I thought the same thing as him. I was like, he's beating up that girl, what's going on? Why is he doing it to music or whatever? And why does he keep... Oh, wait, no, that was in the boxing fight. I was going to say, why does he keep just folding her up or whatever he was doing there? But that's in the boxing fight, isn't it? Which is weird. The boxing fight's weird. There, I said it, alright? It makes no sense.
Laugh number 10 is... No, laugh number 9, I almost skipped it.
Okay,
laugh number 9, I've got the quote. Am I driving?
Yeah, halfway through a drive.
You gotta be careful when you're driving. Am I driving?
I think this is the exact point where I wrote down the note. Yeah, here we go. This is just watching two arseholes be bad at stuff. It's why. That's the note I made there. And because it is just like, he's just like cutting corners onto the pavement or whatever, and you're like, what are you doing?
That's good stunt. Like that one moment, that's a stunt drive.
It is,
where they go into a car and then it's whoosh.
Yeah,
like that.
But like in the when is this? 30s? Did you say or 20s?
31. They would have been making it in the 20s.
Yeah, so it's like Jesus Christ. Like cars don't do that shit in the 20s, like at all.
I'm not sure if it was sped up. It might have been. I'm trying to think of the frame rate, but even
then, like a car,
you're still going.
I would imagine a car going up a curb and coming back down again. Those just like shot it.
Those are thick curves.
Yeah, exactly. Well. Like and like I imagine cars to be. Obviously, I wasn't around in the 20s, but I imagine cars are ridiculously flimsy and whatever because they're like early days cars. Who knows? I mean, it was impressive either way.
Laugh 10. Nicking the thrown away cigar off the ground from a homeless person.
Just great.
Yeah,
excellent stuff.
I love how the shot lingers a little bit as well, and just the homeless man looking at him, getting in a car, like this bloke, as far as you were, just go out. Imagine being that homeless person.
Yeah, me like,
a cigar, let me pick that up. Next thing you know, you're on your ass, you look up, a man in a decent suit and a very nice, a very nice suit and a very nice car just nicked the cigar, jumped in this car, and then started smoking away and drove off. It's like wait,
screw you, dude.
Obviously, it makes sense in the sense like he's not that.
Yeah, but still, it's like, come on,
it's a funny side. And again, the shot just lingers on the guy, just like, come on, what about? And then my final laugh, in terms of the actual sole laugh, is the tramp swallowing the whistle.
Okay, yeah.
And not the fact that he did swallow the whistle. It's the fact of like, right now we're going to get ready to sing.
Yeah.
And like,
this was another one where I was like, this is going on for so
goddamn
long. Holy shit. Because it's not like it's got any bearing on anything that's
No.
happening. It's just like a full, like, 8-minute sequence that gets taken out of nowhere of him just whistling every now and again. And then he goes outside and the taxi's like, was that for me? And he's like, no, just keep going. It's like, oh, God.
Then the dogs.
Yeah, it goes on for so goddamn long. And it's funny for a bit.
I think this film helps if you... What I'm learning, I think it's like if you already have a liking to the Tramp character.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you're almost watching the Tramp do more of this shit.
Yeah,
type of thing.
it's like I imagine a lot of the Tramp stuff is like this, and it's like just watch him get into more fun scenarios, and so when they just throw in like a little sequence of him swallowing a
of
whistle
course
by
he
accident,
did
it's
that.
like
Yeah.
Whereas me, I'm like,
This is your first.
what is this? Let's stop. Come on.
And that was my last in terms of talking about solely the laughs. I'm just gonna briefly skim through my notes if there is. Oh, we may as well talk about this. This is a good lead in terms. No, is it actually no?
Oh.
There might be a moment where we can continue a little bit more about the comedy itself, because I've got a few bits of mainly about the romance.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Thing, but I've got the physical acting is exceptional.
Yes.
Again, we talked about it with the Tramp saving the millionaire, and
he's incredible. Like
I think I'm not sure how it was in terms of the quality for the version you were watching, but also I think his facial acting was quite.
Yeah.
It's very pantomimic in the sense of like he's got his face painted white with black.
Yeah.
Rings around shit there. Smack the microphone there. With black around his eyes to make sure you see in his eyebrows. Like he's obviously made up.
He's painted specifically so you can see that. He's doing his facial expression.
Again, even the moment where he's like sat on the bench with the flower, and then the millionaire comes in and he sees what he's about to do, and he's just like, what the fuck? Like even like little moments like that. I think those are the things are. Again, it's just funny.
Just fun.
Just funny, isn't it? Again. Because I think we even talked a bit about that with like Some Like It Hot, where it's just like sometimes the reactions to the joke are funnier than the actual joke itself. Where you get just Jack Lemmon like just kind of like shrugging something off like that just makes it more funnier. Yeah. And again, something happens to the Tramp, and it might be funny, but then the Tramp's like,
what's going on?
Because even he's such like an eccentric being that I think even he's like, what the fuck's going on here? Even then, that almost makes it like Jesus.
Something crazy is happening if this weird little impish man that's going around is getting confused by stuff. I have a little topic of discussion for a second that I was questioning right the way through.
Go on.
What's the deal with the rich dude? What's his deal?
The millionaire.
Yeah.
What about him?
So, right, let me get this straight. Right. So he
sound like you're about to cut a wrestling promo there.
Yeah, okay.
Let me get this straight.
Let me get this straight. You take my 100%.
The numbers don't lie.
And they spilled disaster for you.
Sacrifice.
Oh, sacrifice. Oh, God. Anyway.
Dynamite.
Amazing. Watch that video if you haven't seen it. It's incredible. So if I'm reading this correctly, the millionaire really likes the Tramp when he's drunk.
Yes.
When he's sober, he has no idea who he is. But then, if he gets drunk again, he instantly remembers. What the fuck's that about? How the fuck does that work?
Funny, isn't it?
It's just it was like what? I
love it. I love how that's a plot point.
I've been drunk on multiple occasions. All right, I've met so many people.
Your memory, if you're forgetting people, they're gone from existence.
They're gone.
Anyway.
They are gone. It's not like you touch a sip of alcohol and then get flashbacks and fucking remember them again. And also, but my bigger question on top of that being bizarre is the fuck's the butler's deal? What's his problem?
James.
Yeah, what's his problem?
He's an angry butler.
Yeah, but like he's fine with him. He's fine with the Tramp when his boss is drunk. And
no, it's more so because he's
like fucking get out of here.
It's more so he's giving him the orders.
Right. Okay.
I think that's where that is.
Okay.
Like he's only allowing the Tramp there because his boss is saying.
Right, I see what you're saying.
He's not going to be... Because there's even that bit where he goes, where's my friend? He's like, I kicked him out. He goes, no, I want him here.
Right.
He goes, oh, fuck, he's almost like a big child.
Yes. Okay, that's fair enough. Because I was like, what's your deal, dude? Like, what's your problem? He's fine with the Tramp when his boss is like drunk or whatever, but then as soon as his boss is sober again, he's like, get out of here.
He's begrudgingly like,
yeah,
I'm not going to win this battle.
Yeah, okay. I accept him. But then the whole sober amnesia doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
I don't
love
know
it.
what's
I love
going
it
on.
so much.
Yeah.
Because I've also got. So it's good. It's when he first brings her back to his house and he goes, "Have a drink with me," and he's like, "No, have a drink."
Yeah.
And I go like, "So it's good to know friendly drunkards aren't something new."
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
it's-
I'm glad that that's a thing that was clearly happening in the 20s. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I wonder if it would happen when you're taking a piss, like it does now. Who's to say? Also, don't talk to me whilst I'm having a piss. It's weird. I don't want to talk to
Don't
you.
unlock the cubicle door when I'm having a piss.
Yes, that happened
Don't
to
do
you,
that.
didn't it?
Yeah. It's like, right. I imagine if the person actually said something within that, I feel like I shouldn't even explain it, but it's like,
No.
long story short, I was in the Spoons, had the cubicle door locked. Someone tried to open it. Then I heard the door unlock, and then the bloke opened the door. I was like, "Oh!" and then shut the door again, as if he was surprised someone was taking a piss in a toilet that had the locked door.
Yeah, he did put the coin in the lock
he did.
and twist the lock. He didn't just pick it, but like,
But yeah, so
the fuck's that?
I
what
imagine,
are you doing?
I imagine. I thought when I was earlier today, I don't know why in my head I thought like, I thought of a killer response if this exchange did happen. If he went, "Are you taking the piss? Are you taking a piss?" I went, "Are you?" And I could have been like, "No, you're taking the piss."
Yeah, that's good. That is fantastic.
Or something like, "Are you pissed?" And I went, "No, I'm pissed." And
Yeah.
that could have been a fun thing.
Excellent stuff.
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have said that.
No,
I would have went, "Fuck off."
yeah, get out of here, dude. Just get away from me.
If someone tried to start talking to me in the same cubicle,
go
that was
away.
it. There's one thing if someone tries to strike up a conversation with you while you're in a urinal.
Yeah.
There'll be a completely different thing if someone walks in
To a cubicle, and he goes, "Oh, sorry, mate." Goes in, close the door behind him, and he's like, "Anyway, how's your day been?" Like he's waiting.
"Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah,
Let me lock the door so no one else comes in."
it's polite.
That would have been a story.
That'd have been bizarre. Yeah.
That would have been a thing.
Oh god.
So yeah, it's good to know this shit was happening in the
this
20s.
still happens in the 20s.
I think that's what I liked about watching these scenes, because I'm like, why am I feeling like I've been in this situation?
Yeah, where there's just a drunk guy trying to be really nice to you.
Yeah. But like, this is like a century. This is like almost 90 years ago.
It's literally it's
90
not.
years. It's
It's 90 years ago. Oh my god.
And then I've also got Chaplin and Jimmy Stewart might be in my top 10 favorite drunk performances.
Yeah.
It's the bit where he's first in the house of where he's just a bit like,
he's a bit like
and he tries like he plonks his head on the piano for a bit and
yeah,
he
that
just
was
sits
great.
down for a bit. It's just like
that bit with the piano I really enjoyed.
yeah.
Because he so clearly goes to try and put his hands on the piano and then just goes straight past it and spanks his head on it like so hard.
Like Chaplin's drunk acting is a lot of like it's a lot of like
being awkward and
like slipping. But also what I like about him, he's not like in that, like when something wrong happens, he's almost like shit.
Exactly.
Like it's like it's obviously it's silly drunk acting.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could also believe that.
Yeah, exactly.
You could also believe it. I think that's really all I've got in terms of the comedy. I've got like it's amazing how relentless this era of comedy was in terms of jokes per minute. Like the amount, I think I realized it with it. It was when the cigar smoking started happening. I was like, we're going.
Yeah.
Like it
doesn't take any time to just stop and try and have a plot. I mean, it has a plot.
No,
but it doesn't.
It is almost like joke and a joke and a joke and a joke and a joke. And like the dinner, like when they're in the restaurant or the ballroom area, or whatever.
Yeah.
There's not a scene playing out. It's just a load of things.
It's just things happening. Yeah. It's like, I think the only time it ever slows down to actually do specifically plot scenes are the ones where it's just a blind girl and her grandma.
Yeah.
Because there's
Which
many
I appreciate
jokes in there, but there's still like, there's only like 2 of them in the whole
There's a few
movie.
little comment there in terms of those scenes.
Yeah, there's still like little bits, but
again, there's the water being thrown.
Yes.
And there's the wool.
Yeah, there's the bit with the wool. Yeah.
There's like, but again, it's like I feel like that if it was just serious.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
What's happening here? It kind
so
of slows
so everything's useless apart from
Yeah,
this
yeah.
section. You could have just done a short of a romance,
Yeah,
but it kind of
totally.
like feeds in a little bit.
Yeah.
And it feeds in the sense of like that's how she knows that's how he thinks. That's how she thinks he's rich because of his adventures with the millionaire.
Yeah.
Which I think like works well, I think. Which I heard someone else give like a thing about it, how she first thought that he's rich.
Yeah.
Was towards the end of the flower scene, the very first time they meet. I'm not sure if I believe this or not. I feel it might be a little bit of a stretch, but I can see it. In terms of like when she's about where she just before she goes, "Sir, if you got your change," it's when someone else walks in, shuts the door, and goes off. Obviously, like she just thinks he's left.
Yeah.
Someone said like, "Oh, she could hear that that's an expensive car." Which I feel a bit. I mean, I guess if you hear a car, I guess back then a car's expensive, and you can hear. So like she just has that perception then that he's that he's a rich person because he's
gone
took off in a car.
Yeah, expensive.
Which
car.
I guess I can.
Yeah, I can go beyond that. I think there was one bit that I wanted to ask a question to you about. You know, that bit where he takes all them flowers and goes, "Here's $10." Yeah. Was that actually $10?
I couldn't see.
Because my thought was, did he just give her $1 and tell her that it was $10?
That's a very good. I mean, the size of the note, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I believe he would have anyway.
Yeah, because my whole thing was like, did he just manipulate that blanket?
No, I feel like he would have done.
Yeah, I hope so.
I got the score is perfect. More so because it's also able to be Foley as well as musical. Which
I like the bits where it's like,
those
bits.
And again, there's a bit where he's walking down the stairs like,
they're like, that's Mickey Mouse, isn't it?
Yes, Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I enjoyed that stuff.
Yeah, again, it's fun. Because again, Chaplin, again, he was very anti-sound, but it's interesting that he was incorporating. I guess that was silent films anyway, though. Because they incorporate the music into when a big crash happens, they almost have the drums.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like somewhere, or like or like maybe
a
cat screech, or like a car screeched, and they might do like a or something like.
I think it adds to the world that he's trying to create as well.
Yeah,
massively, because it's kind of like this. It makes you be like, this isn't reality that we're watching, is it? You know, like it's all hyper real.
Yeah,
because he's boop 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 boop. Like it's like a cartoon. It's like watching a Tom and Jerry.
I guess that's what makes I guess that's what makes me kind of like fall into it a lot easier. In the sense like it is because we talked about Harakiri, how we almost feel like that's almost this like feudal Japan's almost a very like almost this mythical place.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, this is a lot more craft in the sense like these are sets and this is a world that is actually being built, but this is live action.
Exactly.
But it still feels quite. It does feel like I'm a kid watching a cartoon.
Exactly. Yeah.
For the first time.
Yeah, and it's a weird sort of. It's the real world, but it's kind of a heightened.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a heightened version of the real world. Like, what's an elephant doing walking in the street? What was that about? What's going on there? You know, but you don't question it because it's this weird kind of.
I think it also helps because it is like, again, this was shot in the 20s. So it is such like a foreign time for us.
Yeah.
Where I guess for us, our only recollection, our only thoughts of like what the 20s looked like would have been black and white old photos or black and white old films. So I guess to us, this is just that's the world, that how it looked. The one who was just how our vision is.
Exactly, like The Great Gatsby. Like that movie, that's exactly what the 20s was like.
Exactly.
All Will.i.am music and
Kanye
and
Jay-Z was in there as well.
And bad voice dubbing and all that kind of stuff. You know, you'll love to see it.
Well, I got a thing here about what I love about the early decades of cinematic comedy, along with the jokes per minute, is how they are not afraid to have multiple insane situations, which is kind of how again, in such a short span of time, again. The boxing match, which we will talk about separately,
fine.
Well, I have a little thing to say about it. It's not a big scene to analyze, like the fucking Spirited Away train scene. It's but the Millionaire House robbery specifically, how it just
happens.
It's so extreme, where it's like right, the house robberies happened, and then it's the bit where. Yeah, and the police officer comes in and you can see what's going to happen. It's like, he's going to...
he's going to get arrested.
And then the butler's like, he robbed him. And then the guy wakes up and he's sober all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's sober again. He's like, who is this man? I'm like, what? How does it work? How does it work, Oscar? Explain it to me.
Like, I can believe in the sense of, like, he wakes up and he's sober, and then he gets drunk, and he's like, my friend.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not even like it's not even like a day past. Imagine if that's how you get rid of drunk. It's like, I'm pissed at me. Let me knock you out so you become.
Yeah. Well, this is so this is a question that I have. Do we reckon that he like the tramp isn't the first guy that he's done this to.
Oh, it probably wouldn't be.
Because that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, does he go out every night? And he just so happens to have bumped into the tramp this night, but he just thinks everyone's his mate.
That's actually
when
good.
He's drunk.
Yeah,
because he's like, come here, I want to get you a drink or whatever to someone because he wants to make a friend.
That's actually a good possibility.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Well,
like,
it's not. He's not recalling.
He's not recognizing the tramp afterwards. It's just that he's just making a mate again.
My friend, because obviously you don't give them. They don't have names in this.
Exactly.
Film, so it's not like Morris.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's the first name.
All right, John. Yeah.
John the Tramp.
Yeah, John the Tramp.
Right, and so I guess we can talk about the boxing scene and then the romance itself.
Yes,
because
okay.
the romance is kind of like it's the thing that ends the film as well.
Yeah.
The boxing scene, I've got my note here is like it's impeccable choreography, and it's just great physical comedy. I'm a big fan of the boxing scene.
Okay.
Doesn't necessarily relate to anything in the film.
No.
But it's great in the sense of like again, it's mostly just a one.
Yeah, it's just a big wide shot. Yeah.
Again, it is repetitive.
Yes.
It is. But I like the way like we get the thing of like dancing around, and then there's just a random bit where the ref gets in on a fight at first.
Yeah,
and then the whole gag with the bell, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
And then I love as well. The fight ends with just and then that's it.
Yeah.
And then we just see him just lay it out, and then we see the whole 10 count.
Yeah. Because this was so right. Okay. This is a prime example of prime example of the jokes going on for so long. It's just the boxing fight, right? I didn't understand what was happening at any point. I didn't know who was winning. I didn't know if
It's just a fight. What do you mean?
But I don't know if the Trump was doing well.
You're watching this from like a boxing judge.
No, but I
standpoint.
was, and I was like, why am I doing this? Because I was like, that's not allowed.
Well,
you can't do that.
It's like he spears them a
when
few
he
times.
spears him, it's like, what are you doing?
Popped hard for that, mate.
Yeah, and he spears the ref as well.
Yeah.
And the bits where they like end up like punching the ref and stuff, like the ref should just call the fuck. What are you doing? And also this is.
But also, Robbie, it doesn't happen where they just bring folks off the string. And go, you're fighting, by the way. That's not professionally organised. That's not an organisation, is it?
But
you don't see the WB. Is it the WBA? Is that no? That's the what? No, I can't remember.
Maybe.
You don't see the boxing organisation. That's like Tyson Fury just going like, "Hey,
yeah,
you off the street?
Come on,
do you want 50 quid?"
Yeah, I suppose. But there's got to be some rules. Is what I'm getting angry about.
He gets knocked down. They count 10.
No, because
the bell sounds. You go to your corners.
But what's the rule with this move that he keeps doing on him, where he just bats his shoulders and the guy goes whoop whoop.
He's trying to push him down and be like, "Come on, stay down."
Yeah, but what's that?
Back, come on, stay down. Come on, don't get back up. Come on.
But he doesn't hit him before.
I want a bit Yorkshire then.
He just pushes him down and the guy just springs back up again. It's like, what are you trying to do? And also he punches the guy and the guy goes like this for a little bit. Yeah. And just stands there.
Yeah.
And then punches Charlie Chaplin. It's like, well, which is it? Are you doing badly or are you doing well? I don't know. Maybe I got upset.
So who won the fight if he didn't get knocked out?
Well, it appears to be the tramp.
Right, okay, so
until he gets knocked out inexplicably because the other guy's just been doing this, just stood like an NPC, like the whole of the rest of the other time.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah, I guess.
I also want to know that subplot with the bloke he was meant to be fighting. What happened to him?
Yeah, what happened to him? Maybe he was Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction. Who knows?
His name was John.
What was the boxer in this called?
No, the boxer was called John.
What's Bruce Willis called?
Butch.
It could be
He's
John
Butch Coolidge.
Could be John Butch Coolidge.
John Butch Coolidge. That sounds like a Wild West
John Butch Coolidge.
Have you heard of John Butch Coolidge?
Yeah. He'll shoot you down with a 6-shooter.
He's the inventor of the AK-47 in a revolver form.
It's just like,
what a
John Butch Coolidge.
There you go.
Someone make a t-shirt or a poster or something.
We'll do it.
Tag us on Instagram.
I don't know how we're going to do it.
I
don't know what he'll look like.
No, I don't know.
Would it be just Bruce Willis' face? Mick put on a cowboy?
Yeah, probably.
John Butch with an AK.
Yeah, just someone edit that and put it on Instagram and tag us in it.
That was my last point of comedy.
Okay, yeah.
Now let's get serious.
No, let's talk seriously about.
Let's talk love.
Let's talk about love.
Blind love, if we will.
Yes. Very good.
First of all, the introduction of this start off with another good character introduction of the blind guy. I like the fact how got a close up of the flowers.
Yep.
And we also got a close up of her, and that was the first use of the crossfades. I think.
Whatever.
No, in the
I
film.
was going to say, God, Jesus. I was like, what?
Chaplin did not invent
I was
the
going to
crossfade.
say, surely not. Oh my God.
No, but we get that, so it's clear like, oh, so this is the Chaplin girl this time around.
Yeah.
A young girl, a young beautiful girl. Of course, he's going to try to bang her.
Exactly. Classic.
What did I write this? Did I direct this? It's what I call the Don John syndrome of 2013, where Joseph Gordon-Levitt's like, what do I get to fuck Scarlett Johansson? I guess I did write this and direct this and starring in this. Come on, man.
All right, Joe.
Come on, man.
Okay, Joseph.
No, you see, it was an intentional thing because in the media she's been sexualized, so it's an interesting commentary on that. It's like fuck off.
Yeah, should have. You just wanted to bang Scarlett Johansson in a film. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
How dare you,
sick bastard. Playing directly. I'm a big fan. I don't know why.
His new show's class.
What's that?
Mr. Corman. It's on Apple TV Plus. It's
good.
It's one of my faves right now, currently.
That's exciting. I enjoy that.
Yeah, no.
Damn. Good on him.
That might be something you might give you a bit of inspiration writing wise,
Oh,
because
really?
it's tragicomedy
Okay, yeah.
and it's grounded in reality, but there's a bit of silliness in there as well. Like, there's one moment, I think it's at the end of episode 4, where he just breaks out in terms of a musical number.
Cool.
A la 500 Days of Summer.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Very good.
Anyway,
let's talk about love.
The Chaplin's love.
Yeah.
So I like how that's her introduction.
Yes.
To it's very, how the introduction of the tramp is like, is this dummy?
Yeah.
The introduction of the blind girl. I'll call her the blind girl.
It's very do.
Yeah, it's a close up on her. It's like we get it's almost like a portrait of her almost.
Exactly, yeah.
With flowers to,
Yeah.
Oh, one of our lecturers would be well into that symbolism.
Ooh, yeah. One of them.
So that's neat. I like the reveal of her being blind is also beautifully done. I think.
It's very nicely handled. Yeah.
Just again, is it like the thing of like the flower drops, he picks it up, and then she goes down and searches for it.
Yeah.
It's like
it's like yeah.
Okay, that's like a nicely done thing. It's not her just going like,
yeah.
Here's your flower, sir.
It's a nice natural way of.
She's not doing.
Yeah, exactly.
She's just. Apparently, she was very nearsighted, so she was quite
really?
like the actress. Yeah, so yeah, Chaplin saw that. I was like, oh, you can pass off as blind, sure.
Right.
Fun fact: he cast her on a whim.
Oh, really?
After seeing her in a boxing match, I don't think she was boxing, just in a box.
I was going to say.
She was.
I was going to say. She had no idea what she was doing. That's where he got the moves. Just spearing people left and right. Jesus Christ.
I have fun little facts about the relationship of Charlie Chaplin and one Virginia Cheryl at the end of our little discussions. It's interesting stuff. But yeah, the introduction of her there, of being blind, is really cool. I like that. I got here, the small first interaction between the two is so sweet and charming. Is kind of the emotion of romance encapsulated, is how I put it. Again, as I've said earlier, I might be a bit of a romantic cynic, but I'm also...
you can't help but...
I get all lovey-dovey, Robbie.
Yeah, you've got it.
And this little thing here, I love it. Again,
nice.
if you give me a romance film...
Yeah.
Where I like both of them.
Yeah.
And I can see both of their sides, and they're good, and they're just good together.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of rom-coms in my top 10.
That's fair.
More than I'd like to admit. But
you
there is.
know what? I decided to say, you know what? Fuck that. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
about what
they're cool.
Is. Yeah.
You know?
The good times.
When How I Met Sally is a good goddamn movie, and I'll stand by it to the rest of the time.
I need to rewatch that.
Oh, it's one of my faves. I love it.
Oh, no. Do I like a romance film where the romance ends well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Before sunset.
Yeah, Yeah.
Sunrise, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
About Time's in mine as well. I love that
one.
movie so much.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
So good.
So yeah, so it's like, it's just sweet.
Yes, it's just nice.
It's just like he doesn't even go to her immediately like, whoa!
Yeah.
It's like he's trying to cross the road, and then she goes, would you like a flower? He goes, I guess I will.
Yeah.
Okay then. And then it's like...
It's quite earnest.
Yeah.
It's done, yeah.
Like, this could have been very dangerous in the sense, especially in hindsight. with time passing,
Yeah.
it could have been very. Well, this is a bit.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember if we've talked about anything on the show that's had a romance where it's been, that's a bit questionable now. I can't remember if we have or not. But there are films back.
But it does.
That are like,
does happen. Yeah.
that's meant to be charming,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of.
Some like it hot borderline, but not really.
Almost, but not.
Almost,
yeah.
but not quite. Yeah.
But like this, there's none of that in this.
Yeah.
It is just sweet and charming.
Yeah, it's just nice. Yeah.
Like it's like, and he's not advancing in any way.
No, he's too. I feel like the tramp as a character is too harmless of a guy
Yeah.
to be
Like he almost
problematic.
can't
He's-
do it.
Yeah, he's just like he
He's
seems nice.
He's a big
you know?
kid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Like he spends most of the movie trying to get money for her
yeah.
to get a cure for blindness.
Yeah, that's
What-
a stretch.
What's that about?
I mean, you get an eye surgery if you've like don't have great vision, but not if you're blind.
Yeah, but not if you're blind and not in the 20s.
You just pop your eye out.
Yeah, that's like get it back in there. Yeah, no.
Yeah, and then I've got that section got less than 10 minutes, and Chaplin amazingly established both feelings of comedy and drama.
Yeah.
Because that was like, I think like it was the water splashing was like that
Yes,
was the
yeah.
10-minute mark.
It's still funny, but it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I've got it was when we saw the blind girl back at her home, which I liked as well, because this could have been very well a situation where we only see her when she's out and about
Yes.
and when the tramp crosses her path.
Yeah.
But we see her home life.
Yeah. We see a famous character, her grandmother.
Her grandmother.
Yeah, great. Big fan of that.
Who, although she's a bit of a very side character, and she's credited as
she's
the
good.
grandmother, her
Her
grandmother.
Yeah.
She has
Very good, yeah.
Like I think she has quite a nice role in it, to where she
Yeah.
feels like I at least feel like that's a character
Yeah.
in this film.
It feels like it's like that's a natural relationship them two have.
Yeah, exactly.
Like she seems very maternal and nice and good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it's the bit where, again, I think when she's looking out the window,
Yeah.
and she could just, I think, is it where she waves to another neighbor
Yeah,
or something?
someone's going out on a date or something.
Yeah, going on a day, and then
Yeah.
we just getting that little close up, like,
Yeah.
and then I've got literally my note for that one. We're like, is this a love story about two lost souls? I think it is, and of course I'm head over heels for
Oh
it,
my god.
because that's what I do like within that. Again, I guess like if my only slight complaint,
Oh.
because I fucking love this film.
Yeah, yeah.
If I would have been tinkering with it, I would have liked a bit more of a balance between the comedy and the romance, because I think that could have been cool
Yeah.
to get more of him and her.
Yes. I think so. Yeah.
And you could have always incorporated in the sense of like he is on a night out with the millionaire mate,
Yeah.
and then he decides to take the car while he's out getting
Yeah.
pissed, or like he's like, oh, since I got the car, I'll take her out for
Yeah, and
something.
they just spend like a nice night together.
Yeah,
Just some little scene like
I
that.
think it's still done like a funny thing where
Yeah.
he takes her for dinner and some humorous thing
Yeah,
happens
exactly,
or whatever.
yeah.
Like, that could have been cool.
He does the little potato dance or whatever.
That's the
the
Gold
fuck?
Rush.
That one. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, that's the Gold
Oh,
Rush. Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
I know that one.
Does the noodle thing, which is
Yeah, he just does a bit of that or something.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think like that could have been a little bit more building on the relationship, I
Yeah.
guess. But it's not like it was underdeveloped to where it's like
No.
I know nothing about this.
No, it's more like it's a nice character. It's a character motivation for him, but at the same time, it's fleshed out at the other end as well.
Yeah.
So it's like it's done enough.
Yeah.
For,
Yeah. And then that leaves me towards the end
Mm.
ish, where again, when the tramp gives the money to the blind girl,
Yeah.
I can't handle how sweet it is, Robbie.
The ending is very sweet. As much as I thought this movie was boring, the ending was.
Yeah,
lovely.
it's the moment where again he gives the money to her,
Yeah.
and he's basically he has in his head where it's like, I can't
Yeah.
we can't realistically meet again.
No, but
Look at he's basically like, look at me.
yeah,
Come
he's
on.
like avoiding her at the end as well because he's like
Yeah.
kind of embarrassed about how he looks or whatever.
Yeah, it isn't a flattering look for him there.
No,
is
it's
it?
not. But,
it's yeah, and again the ending. I've got my notes like easily one of my favorite endings.
It's
and it always has
It's
been.
very sweet.
And again, we talk about like hopeless romantics and being all lovey and dovey. This is just that's what this is. Again,
Yeah,
it's
big
like
time.
it's lovely in the sense of like it's again they meet it's nice to see now she's got a flower shop, which is
yeah.
good.
Which is nice.
Nice
Good on
one.
her.
Nice
Yeah.
one. Her and her grandma.
And her grandmother.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Good on the no longer blind girl. The girl, I guess she
Yeah.
now is.
Yeah, she wasn't blind at the end, right?
No,
she
wasn't.
got the surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
weird.
just the girl.
Just the girl.
That's not good.
No,
But,
false hope for blind people at the time. Also,
They
it's
stripped
not. It's
the-
not cool. It's not, you can't get blind curing surgery. This is 90 years later.
This
now.
is going to be bad to say,
Yeah.
but do you think Chaplin was like, well, they're not going to be watching it, are they? It's a silent film.
Oh, I hope not, because that made me sad.
Well, there was no audio description at the time either. So I guess there was. I guess they would.
Yeah,
I guess blind people wouldn't be watching it.
No,
anyway,
they wouldn't. But like,
Imagine if that was his thought. They won't know.
yeah, but then like, so it just
Or
takes.
if, like what if their grandma was like, "I've just watched the new Chaplin film. Apparently, there's a cure
yeah,
for this."
exactly. It just takes one idiot to watch it, like one idiot brother to come home and go, "There's a cure for blindness. Did you know this?"
Meanwhile,
Apparently,
they're
they're giving it away for free to poor people.
like, wait. Where'd you learn this? The new Chaplin film. Who's Chaplin? What's
Yeah,
a film? Don't worry
don't
about
worry
it.
about it. See, like, this is what I mean. It's insensitive. It's not fair.
Hey, there was no ethics course
Yeah,
back
true,
then, which we might get to a little bit later in some little facty facts.
Oh, little factoid.
Little factoids.
Yeah,
But again, it's
don't
like
reveal to me that Charlie Chaplin's a bad bloke.
not quite.
God damn it.
How much do you
Okay.
know of Chaplin?
Nothing.
Oh,
Jesus.
But yes, the ending, the lovely ending
lovely ending.
of City Lights.
Yeah.
Which no matter what, this was actually the first thing I saw of the film because I think
Oh.
I think when I was scrolling through like the IMDb top 250 as very young filmmakers do when they're getting into
Yeah.
filmdom and they're like, what's the best films ever? And then you go
Yeah.
in the IMDb top 250 and you think those are the best films
Yeah.
ever. It's a decent guide, but don't actually think they are the best
No,
films
they're
ever.
not. Shawshank Redemption is it's amazing, but it's not the number
Number
one.
one.
Movie
Is
of
it
all
still
time.
number one?
Still number one to this day, I believe. Pretty sure. It's an amazing movie.
It's good. That's not the worst
Yeah.
film that could be number
Oh
one.
God, no! But like, you know.
But like, wasn't like Interstellar like number 30 at one
Yeah,
point? I was
something like that, yeah.
Come on, like
Yeah. Similar.
Avengers was like
I think Infinity War's still up there.
ridiculous. Yeah,
Like, I think it is. Yeah.
probably. I haven't checked the top
I'm gonna-
250 in a long
I'm
fucking
gonna
time.
check if it is still
Um,
number one, but you continue.
So when I was like scrolling through like the best films in like the IMDb top 250, I would see a lot of Chaplin. And I would see one film called City Lights, and I like the name City Lights because the image that I got in my head was like, it's gonna be lovely and fucking old midnight in
Yeah.
Paris type of shit.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
quite
yeah.
that, but
No.
it's still the city isn't quite a character, is it? You would think with the name City Lights, the city would be a character.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
at all.
not.
Not at all. Interstellar is still number 27 on the top 250 of all time.
Ugh.
That's a joke. Shawshank is still number one. The top five are Shawshank, Godfather, Godfather 2, Dark Knight, and 12 Angry Men.
That's been the top 5 for like
for years.
for like-
For so long.
But to be fair, that was the reason why I watched 12 Angry Men
Oh, really? Okay,
because it
cool.
was so high in the
Yeah,
top
yeah,
250. So
yeah.
I was like, I'll give it a go.
I've seen the top five now.
Yes.
Thanks to you. Cheers, mate. I
was
thought you was going for a fist bump then, but
I
you were
mean,
just going
no,
to
I
grab
did a
your glass.
tennis like
God, that's upsetting. I thought because it looked like you
I did a Roger Federer.
Yeah, for anyone that's not watching the YouTube version, he did a little celebration fist thing and then moved that fist forward to pick up his glass. And I thought he was moving it forward for a fist bump, and
I
now
did
I'm
it,
upset. Yeah, I was like, God damn it.
There's nothing in it. What am I doing?
Well, it's just to mug me off then. Fantastic. God damn it.
But I just typed in like City Lights on YouTube,
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
was like I remember being on my iPad, the very first iPad.
Yeah, cool. First generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just watching the ending,
Yeah.
and just knowing that I'd liked the ending.
Yeah, because it's nice
It's
and
been
it's
like,
wholesome and cute. Yeah.
Delightful.
Yeah.
This is me being 16 and watching the ending.
Oh, damn, okay.
Delightful. But I don't have emotions. I like Sherlock Holmes where they fight people.
I like Star Wars and
Batman. I was more Batman.
more
at this
Batman.
point.
Yeah, okay.
At
cool.
this point,
Yeah,
2011, I was
Yeah.
much more Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite endings. Again, it's a
Mhm.
nice ending. It's an odd happy ending. It is a happy ending.
Yes,
But
yeah,
it's
big
not.
time.
But it's not. They walk off into the sunset. which Chaplin has done as well in his in a film. He's done very, very well, very, very well.
Yeah.
But this isn't we love each other. Let's go off, and it's not like you.
Yeah.
It's you.
Ew. Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I guess I'll just
continue to be the tramp. Let me go sleep on a statue that they're going to unveil tomorrow or something.
He just repeats.
Yeah, it's a loop.
It's Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, it turns out he's in Groundhog Day.
But multiple Groundhog. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because he went to jail. That's the thing that we
exactly.
did.
He goes to jail for a bit, doesn't he? Damn. Oh, lucky man.
But yeah, it's like, the moment where she realizes who it is, and then he goes, you can see now, and she goes, yeah, and then they just smile, and then it ends, and it's just lovely.
It's like,
I don't need more than that, if I'm being honest, because I'm like, again, this is my romantic warmth and my romantic cynicism coming out.
Yeah.
I love that moment, but I know if I kept watching it, what's going to happen? They're going to get together.
Yeah.
She's going to realize, you're not
Just
all that really.
Yeah.
Then he's going to be like, well, I thought you liked me. And she's going to be like, well, I was blind. I didn't see you then. And he's going to be like, well, that was a bit nasty, wasn't it? Or she's going to see another bloke who may not be rich, but just, someone that's probably more her type.
Yeah.
And then, and then it's not going to, basically, it will just become Fire and Days of Summer.
God damn.
That's all it would be.
Upsetting.
And I don't want that. I just want to see this little moment.
I want to enjoy the moment.
I love moments.
Yeah.
Live in the moment.
Yeah.
As people say.
As some people say sometimes.
It was my thought process of who I was going to quote there.
Yeah.
As Bob Dylan says, and then I was going to go, as Ethan Hawke says.
Yes.
I don't know why.
As so many people have said at so many different
points. But those two people were the first two people that I felt like, Bob Dylan, I just live in the moment.
Yeah.
And Ethan Hawke, you just gotta live in the moment.
Oh my god, he's so good.
Was that an Ethan Hawke impression?
Yeah, probably. This is the impression per episode.
I can't do anything here, can I?
So, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, we did them.
No, we didn't.
We did them at the beginning.
Yeah. Well, lovely ending.
Yeah, lovely.
I can't think of a better way to honestly end a romance film.
No, I think it's the implication's nice enough. You don't have to see if they got together or not. If they did, great. If they didn't, she still isn't blind anymore, and he still kind of helps out or whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like that character would be happy to have just helped someone, even if they didn't work out. He'd just be like, whatever, you just get on with it.
Yeah.
So works on all levels. Well done, everyone.
Solid flick.
Yeah,
it's my favorite comedy.
It's fine.
I love it. It's my favorite Chaplin film.
Yeah.
And when I say my favorite comedy, obviously there's other comedy, because comedy's it's like horror.
Yeah,
it's a big genre.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Again, I've also discussed. I love Some Like It Hot.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of In Bruges.
Yeah, very good.
Not the same comedy.
Not the same thing at all, but it's
Big Lebowski fan as well.
Yeah.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I'm a big fan of. Would you throw It's a Wonderful Life kind of in there?
I would. I mean, mine. It'd be Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah, they're good.
Big time that. It'd be Monty Python probably.
Holy Grail. Yes.
Holy Grail.
Do you like Life of Brian more?
I think I've always said I think that Life of Brian's a better film, but Holy Grail is funnier.
Yeah.
Is my thoughts. Like Life of Brian is a better structured story and an actual film, as opposed to Holy Grail, which is just hilarious. It's just the funniest thing in the world.
Brilliant.
But yeah.
And before we end the spoiler section,
yes,
which we didn't say shit,
Done.
but we'll get to the end of that.
Yeah.
Just to clarify things, because I realised I didn't say the things that we have been clarifying.
Oh, okay.
Before we end the, I'll do that in the intermission section after this.
Okay.
Section.
Yeah.
I've got some little interesting factoids.
Okay.
4 sections.
Okay.
Of facts.
Let's go.
The first section is, look at Charlie Chaplin knew. That's what this section is called. It's like, look at what a big man Chaplin was back in it. First little fact here is Charlie Chaplin invited Albert Einstein and his wife Elsa to join him at the Los Angeles premiere on January 30th, 1931. When the house lights came up, Chaplin was surprised to see Einstein's eyes tearing at the final scene. Chaplin said in his autobiography that he had not known Einstein to be so sentimental.
That's cute.
The fact that he knew Einstein enough to be like, I didn't know he was a fucking little bitch.
Yeah, that's... Not two people I'd ever think to be connected in any way, shape, or form.
But they were in the same time period, which I don't know why.
Which I think of, but then I think, well, Einstein was German, but did he live in America for a bit, or He must have
Yeah,
done if he
yeah.
knew, but it's weird. Yeah.
Chaplin flew him out.
Yeah, flew him out. I want that guy.
You know the science, man.
You know the science guy that came up with the relativity thing? Get him down.
Get
I
him
want him to
there.
watch my movie.
And the last bit of the look at who Chaplin knew.
Yeah.
Winston Churchill visited the set, and Chaplin took a break to make a short film with him.
What?
That's somewhere.
Can we? Hang on. Okay. I'm googling this whilst you read more trivia.
So that was the
Charlie Chaplin, Winston Churchill. That's such a weird combo because that's not even like when Winston Churchill will have been.
no 30s.
That's not even when he was in office or anything.
Was he just a politician at this point?
Yeah, he will have been.
So is this the equivalent of if Denis Villeneuve had hey, we've got I can't think
Oh no, he gets Keir Starmer.
Keir
down.
Starmer to
Keir Starmer
hey,
goes
me
down.
and Keir Starmer did a short
Yeah.
film on the set of Dune.
Yeah. Why? For what reason? I found footage of them on set together. I think.
Is it just the
Yeah, look there.
oh shit? As if that's about.
As if that's footage that is about and you can look at. It's crazy.
That's mental.
Yeah.
The next section of the little factoids, Robbie,
Yes, continue.
is these are who are Chaplin's stans.
Oh, okay.
So here we go. Orson Welles said that this film was his favourite film of all time.
Oh my god.
Orson Welles.
Orson Welles.
Big City Lights fan.
Oh, really?
His favourite film, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well. Orson Welles. Do a better job with your movies. Got him.
You've seen Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
That's it.
Got him.
And Andrei Tarkovsky cited this as his favourite film of all time as well.
Oh.
And also Woody Allen calls it Chaplin's best film.
Oh, okay.
I can see that.
Yeah,
with
good
Woody
on
Allen.
you, Woody. Not for other things in your life.
Won't get on that.
Yeah, don't talk about
The next bit of trivia is the Ballad of Charlie Chaplin and Virginia Cheryl.
Okay,
That's what I'm gonna call it.
I'm gonna bracing myself here because I feel like this is where the bad stuff's gonna be.
At one point, Virginia Cheryl came back to the set late from an appointment, keeping Charlie Chaplin waiting. Chaplin, whose relationship with Cheryl was not friendly, fired her on the spot. He intended to reshoot the film with Georgia Hale, his heroine from The Gold Rush,
Right.
playing the flower girl. He even reshot the final scene between the tramp and the flower girl. She's the flower girl, not the blind girl.
Oh my god.
We've been these fucking idiots.
We've been just calling her the blind girl the whole time.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
He reshot the end scene with those two characters, with Hale in the role. However, Chaplin had already spent far too much time and money on the project to start over. He was a massive perfectionist, in case you didn't know.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Knowing this, Cheryl offered to come back to work at double her original salary. Chaplin reluctantly agreed, and the film was completed.
Oh, that's funny. I enjoy that a lot, though.
Yeah.
Like that is quite funny. Of being like, I'll do it. But
Pay me double,
pay
you
me
wanker.
double, you bitch. Like that's great. I wonder why did you know why the relationship's rocky in the first place, or why is that a thing?
There might be a little bit more here.
Oh, okay.
This might be a little bit of a hint.
Oh, right.
Because there's two more left of this section.
Okay. Yeah.
Charlie Chaplin reshot the scene in which the little tramp buys a flower from the blind girl 342 times, as he could not find a satisfactory way of showing that the blind flower girl thought that the mute tramp was wealthy. Imagine that.
What?
But isn't that what script meeting should be about?
Yeah, like don't decide that on the day. If she's upset with you about that, and then you're gonna be like, "Fuck you for being late, you're fired," then that's your fault for annoying
Going
her
up
in the
the
first
set,
place. Like, come on, man.
I don't think that was the reason. I don't
Yeah,
think
okay.
I can't necessarily. I didn't look into if there was a reason.
Yeah.
But that probably
Like
didn't help.
doing takes like that. That's
Probably,
ridiculous.
I don't know the order of events that happened.
Yeah.
But that didn't help. And also, this is going to come with a little bit of a story after this, Robbie, about Charlie Chaplin as a whole.
Okay.
I just want to say I'm a big Chaplin fan. Still, I'm a big Chaplin fan.
God.
According to Virginia Cheryl, Charlie Chaplin was never interested in her sexually. Quote, "I was 20. Charlie liked them all younger."
Oh, that's a damning quote, isn't it? Jesus. Ooh.
What I will say about that, I need to do a quick little.
I
got one more section of the trivia as well, but let me do a little. Charlie Chaplin, I just want to add, since you don't know anything about the man.
Yeah.
He was a big womanizer. He had many wives.
Okay.
When you most of them actresses, I will add. So
yeah.
His very first wife was an actress by the name of Mildred Harris.
Okay.
And they married in 1918, divorced in 1920.
All right. Okay.
Charlie Chaplin got her pregnant, and was very much so, no, that's not my kid. And she's like, no, I do. I think it is Mr. Chaplin.
Yeah.
Mr. Chaplin boy. They married when she was 17 years of age. I don't know
I mean, the laws could have been different at the time, but that's still.
She might have been 16 actually. 16 years of age. And that happened. And I don't think any of his wives were older than him.
Oh, God.
Which, I mean, if you're old and you want to get a younger lass,
yeah, but I mean,
other half, whatever. But it was a very. I don't think that there was never there's never been murmurs about he's a pedophile or anything. But he he did like them young.
Oh, God. Well, see, when you were hinting at there being something going on there, I was not expecting you to just come out randomly with a alleged paedophile.
Again, he didn't. There's been no reports of he fucked a kid.
However,
again, I also love the fact that Virginia Cheryl was just she was like, "Hand me back," but double the price then.
Yeah, and then later down the line,
and he was like, "Oh, he never fancied me. I was 20. I was too old."
That's hilarious. Yeah, questionable. Very questionable.
And the last section of facts is one that I like to call the other curtain of Chaplin. So we peel behind the curtain of that side of Chaplin. That's a little bit, not quite damning to the man's name. Psychologist Stephen Wiseman has hypothesized that the film is highly autobiographical, with the blind girl representing Charlie Chaplin's mother, while the drunken millionaire represents Chaplin's father. Wiseman also compared many of the film's sets with locations from Chaplin's real childhood, who was born in London, such as the statue of the opening scene resembling St. Mark's Church on Kennington Park Road, and Chaplin referring to the waterfront set as the Thames Embankment. So there's something there, I think. There's something there. Of course, this was a very auteur director in the sense of he had his hands in all the pots.
Yeah, he was. When it's a Chaplin movie, it's his movie,
and he's a perfectionist.
Yeah.
To say the least. Again, 342 takes. So
insane.
I like that almost look, and there is something to it. I got his autobiography there. No, I need to read actually.
Right.
But the.
Yeah. There it is.
Penguin Classics, which is what somewhat is based off the Robert Downey Jr. film is somewhat. It takes from this.
Right. Okay.
So,
any good to that film? The Robert Downey Jr. film?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's worth watching. It's almost worth watching all of Chaplin's films or being familiar with him. I found it. Yeah. Okay. It's quite good in terms of loyal to him.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
They skimmed over the gold rush very.
Right. Yeah.
But it went from birth to death.
Right.
So they did a good job with it.
Yeah.
But I like that little look in there, and obviously in the film we do see a bit of his mother, who was played by his daughter Geraldine Chaplin.
Oh right.
Who was it? It was Una O'Neill, I believe, her mother. Yes, who was his final wife.
Right. Okay.
Who was she an actress in something? I can't remember. She was an actress in one of his films. She might have been.
All right.
But yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And with that, we'll go with a little bit of an intermission.
Ooh.
To just split it up a little bit. I know it's like this is usually this because I liked what we did last week in the sense like I want to take a break for a second.
Yeah.
To just
cool
a bit. We kind of bullshit a lot.
Yeah, we did.
This is me waiting to set up Letterboxd as well while that's happening.
Yeah.
But I want to say the things that be meaning to say before. Obviously, there's time codes in the description.
Oh yeah, we forget every time.
Yeah, we do. There's time codes in the description.
Yeah.
Also in the description, there are links to the Instagram and Letterboxd and stuff like that. If you want to get in contact with us, the Instagram is the best place to get in contact with us at the Intermission Podcast, and further contact information can be given to you if you so require it, or if you just want to literally send a recommendation, which no one has yet still. So I wanted more funny comments.
So do I.
But your mates have let me down, Robbie.
I'm upset with every single. They don't watch this.
No,
but every single goddamn one.
Especially if any episode.
Yeah.
A Charlie Chaplin film. Let's all watch this.
Yeah,
lads.
they're not gonna watch this. But stop recommending Bend It Like Beckham. We're not gonna watch it. Stop it.
I want to add it was only the one time.
Yeah.
It didn't keep happening.
No, but they keep talking to me about it. Of being like,
don't be cowards.
Are you gonna watch Green Street or Bend It Like Beckham? No, we're not.
But also, is there anything else in the description? I don't think. I've left Lewis's Instagram as well because the lad did the theme.
You did. Thank you
very much, Lewis.
It's very good.
And there might be more stuff coming with him. Not necessarily with Intermission, but with things, because there's not really other things. But
that's exciting.
Is that there? FMP.
Ah, yeah, okay.
He was going to send me the track. Has he done that yet? He was meant to send it to me Wednesday.
Come on, Lewis. Don't be a bitch.
Hopefully by the time this is out, I would have it by now.
Yeah, sure.
I'm seeing him tomorrow, so I'll go. Also, links. That's also what's in the description. Links for Mind.
Yeah.
Calm. Samaritans.
Yeah.
And there's all those links in there.
Yeah.
Again, want to reiterate the quote that I have been using. I like to say to myself when I'm in the toughest of times, you have survived your worst days. And there are much more better days ahead. There will be. Yeah. There might not be, even if they might not be near.
Yeah, they're coming.
They will be.
Yeah,
they will be. Now with that seriousness and genuineness out the way, I have a slight follow up.
Holy shit.
About a wedding story.
Oh yeah, okay, good, excellent.
You know, I said about how I just had many of drinks.
Yes.
For free. The fact I didn't pay for a single drop of
fantastic.
Alcohol. Lovely.
What a night.
My mum told me today. She went. I found out how much that venue charges for drinks. And I was like, how much? And she went, right. How much do you think a gin and tonic would cost? I went, I don't know exactly a gin and tonic, but let me think of a spirit and a mixer.
Yeah.
If I pay a whiskey and coke, maybe a $5 at the most.
Yeah, you'd think you'd like to have thought.
Like that's at most. Like I'm thinking like within the £5 for like a whiskey and coke, a rum and coke. Yeah. And I don't drink gin, but I assume a gin and tonic is just the same type of math.
Yeah.
And then she went, and I went, and I'll be surprised if it's a tenner. And my mum went, £17.
That's insane. Jesus Christ!
I went for a gin and tonic. She went, yep. And I'm not going to name the venue. And then she told me.
Bankrupt.
No, and then she told me the price for those. You know those drinks that I said that I had, the cocktail drinks.
Cocktail
that
things,
was a rum punch, which I found out.
Yeah.
Which I couldn't taste any alcohol, but got me.
Nicely.
It got me buzzed.
Nicely toasted.
I was like buzzed.
Yeah.
My mum said they were £20 each.
Holy shit!
And my mum, how many did you have again? And I went, I think over the entire weekend, because I had one the next day as well.
Probably about 6 or 7, wasn't it?
I went to my mum, I think I had £140 worth of alcohol that week.
Jesus Christ. That's insane.
Mental, isn't it?
That's reminds me of my
like I can down I wouldn't, and I've never, but I could down a whiskey.
Yeah,
that can get me even more pissed.
For
and
13 quid or something. like a bottle of Jack or something.
Yeah, like £35 I think I've paid for like
just do that.
That's 1.5 of these drinks prices. And again, they were Prosecco glasses, so
like small glasses as well.
They were quite chunky Prosecco glasses.
Yeah,
so I would say maybe like that, maybe.
But that's not like
£20.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's like my my sixth form prom. We went to there was
sixth form.
yeah.
I was like, what's alcohol doing in your prom?
Oh no, it was sixth form prom. Christ, but we went down to this venue, which I won't name. Maybe it's where the local football team plays. Not gonna name names, KC Stadium. But we went. Oh shit! Oh no! But we went, and I went to the bar and was like, "Yo, could I have a pint of Carlin?" And my friend Lucy wanted a gin and tonic, like gin and lemonade or something. Same as what your mum was saying. £17 for those two together, and I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's like $3.50 for the Carlin, and then like $13.50 for the gin and lemonade." And I was like,
"Excuse me,
why?" I was like, "You realise we're all like 17."
Come on, man.
Like,
come on, mate.
Not 17. That we wouldn't be able
18.
We were all 18. No, we were actually 18.
I was going to say, it would have been, yeah.
Yeah. So we're all like 18. We have no money. What are you doing charge us 13 quid for a gin and lemonade?
It's ridiculous.
Like, why are you doing that at a prom? That's bizarre. Yeah, I don't know.
Sure. I realise what the intermission section of the intermission podcast is going to be. It's going to be us complaining about food endeavours that we've had.
I was going to say the steak last week.
I've got another slight thing.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Went to an old place that I haven't been to in a while with one Joseph Caslin.
Joseph Caslin. What a good lad. Friend of the show.
Yes, and I'm not going to name the place because the place is decent. Yeah. I like the place. But it used to be my regular until certain events happened with me. That's what I'm going to say about that situation. So it was one of these things where, okay, that's attached to a certain time in my life. I'll maybe not go there anymore. And I was a bit less impressed with it for a while. Yeah. So I went to the Jackson's Wharf all the time. The Wharf's been a bit of a letdown lately as well. Food quality's been a bit damp.
Really?
I don't mean damp in terms of wet. It's not wet food, but I mean,
but
either they don't have shit in, or it's not that great. It's probably all right. It's all right if you mean for a drink.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
not for food.
though.
Maybe not for food.
Yeah.
Which but so I went to me old reg, and you know what? Place looks done up. More looks well neat. Menu. All right, I didn't order food because it was like 8 o'clock at this point, so I ordered a rum and coke. Yeah. And they do the QR code things on the table away.
Oh, okay. You ordered to the table.
Yeah. So I did that day through there. Ordered a rum and coke. I went, you know what? I'll get an eating mess as well. I'm a big eating mess fan. Yeah. Me rum and coke came. First of all, the person that brought the drink. So I'm sat opposite Joe, and then someone bring the drink. Goes, rum and coke, and I went, yeah, like that. And he went, who's it for? I went, me. I went, okay. And put it down, and then he left, and then me and Joe looked at each other, and we were like, he was definitely going to ID you if that was yours.
Yes, he was. And also, did he think you were his dad, buying him a drink?
Yes, because if that's the case, it's not like our two mates. I mean, I am older than Joe.
Yeah, but like...
But do I look like...
Come on. Like, I know we joke about it, but that's more our relationship, not how we look. Yeah,
I mean, he's become my adopted son now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why when you reply to your brother...
Yeah, I'm happy that he's my brother now. I'm pretty sure I'm his lock screen at the minute.
I can't remember.
After yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Cause hang on.
Oh, was he there yesterday as well?
No, I was messaging him yesterday.
All right.
Yeah, there you go. I'm pretty sure that's his lock screen now because because Aoife sent me a snapshot of him and I was like, oh, Joseph, and he was like, oh, what? It's okay for you to reply to Oscar and not to me, or whatever, in like a video to me, and I was like, I sent him a wholesome meme. It was like a cat crying. And it was like a cat crying. It said, "Why are you so goddamn perfect? What the fuck?" And then he sent me a Nuno reverse card.
Fair.
And I sent that photo.
But yeah, so
we have fun.
But my eating mess never arrived.
Oh.
And then I was tempted to just go and complain, but I thought, it's like 9 o'clock. Joe and I already made plans at that point. It's like, Joe literally went at me. I was like, "What have you got on tonight?" I went, "I've nothing."
Yeah.
And he went, "Should we get wankered?" I went, "Yeah, all right."
Yeah, got it.
This was a Tuesday night.
Yeah, we haven't started uni, have we? It's still the summer.
But what was amusing me? So we just left. So I paid for an eating mess that I did.
Yeah, didn't even eat. Yeah.
Bit pissed off about it, but you know.
That's not great.
But so then when came back here, grabbed some stuff because he suggested we watched Lighthouse as well. I went, "Fuck," and yes, we can.
Yeah.
So got that. Went back to his for a bit. Plonked stuff down.
Yeah.
Chatted with one of his housemates for a bit. Went out to Spoons. And then I went to Joe. I went, "Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I haven't been to a Spoons on a Tuesday night."
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It was a little bit sad.
Oh really? Oh.
It wasn't quite. It wasn't hustly, but we got a booth, and I'm sure I had a fight break out.
Oh, brilliant.
but a drunk fight. So it was just Joe explained it like the punch was more like, as opposed to like a full on swing.
Yeah. That's like it's like going to the park in last night. Leo messaged me. I said
The park in isn't exactly.
It's not like bouncing anyway. But I messaged Leo and was like, well, he said he was going to work, and I was like, oh, I'll probably come down for a bit. And he was like, hang on. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, just hang around for a bit, all right? I'll message you when it's safe to come. And I was like,
what do you mean?
I was like, what do you mean when it's safe to come? He went, it's bingo night, right? I was like, what does that mean? And he said, well, when bingo's finished, loads of people clear out and it's pretty dead, and then we can chat to each other. I was like, I don't know if you're trying to tell me that bingo's a scary place, or if like I won't want to be there when it's bingo night. I don't know. But I went down later on anyway and just sat and had a pint on my own. It was very sad.
Wasn't he there?
Oh, he was there, but he was working. It was busier than he thought.
Right.
It was way busier than he thought it was going to be. So he was like 7 people. So I was just sat on my own in the corner.
What was I doing? Oh, I want to see *Malignant* last night. So
No, I had like people looking at me and being like, "Should we ask him to come over? He seems really sad."
That's the thing. One thing I've learned. Apparently, that's the difference between English lone drinking and American lone drinking.
Yeah.
You can get way within America.
Yeah, because people think you're cool and mysterious.
You
like
can
a
go, you
Wolverine
can have
type.
a drink, and he goes, yeah, you want to drink? Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if I did, I mean, I haven't done that.
No,
I kind of want to do as an experiment just to see what, like,
See
go
what
to
happened.
a marina, and then just see what happens. But like, I feel like I think us as a nation, we're just more self-conscious anyway.
Yeah.
So we'd be like, oh, get it.
Yeah.
You're ordering a drink, and you're always going to think, no matter what drink it's going to be, it's like someone's going to judge me for this.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll have a Jack and Coke. It's like,
Yeah.
I should have ordered just a pint. And then you get, but if you think, I'll get a pint, maybe that looks sadder as well. 'Cause
Exactly.
You just got like
I've never
you can't order a cocktail by yourself because this looks
it's like,
a bit,
what are you doing? But like, I've never been.
right out with myself.
I've never been to Spoons on my own since first year because I went in on my own to do some writing one day, and these 2 women came up to me and were like, "Are you alright?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just doing some uni work." And they were like, "Oh,
You had your laptop out.
no, I was like on my notebook."
Oh, right, okay.
I was like jotting down ideas for Bear Hug actually. I was like finalising my ideas for Bear Hug, and they were like, "Oh, come sit outside with us. You know, we don't want people like drinking on their own, being lonely or whatever." I was like, "Honestly, I'm fine." And they kept going, and so I had to sit with them for a bit, and it was fucking terrifying.
Oh, all right.
It was awful.
I was gonna say I would have taken that. I would have been okay. Yeah, I will.
Oh, it was so bad. No, because they were like 40. I'm not saying
No,
it
I
was
wouldn't
like
have been.
people
No.
like our age or whatever. Like, no, it was.
Oh
yeah.
no, because then you're getting looked after at that
Exactly.
point.
It was like 2 mums thought that I was
no.
being bullied or something, or that I didn't have any mates. So it was like, it's bad. Anyway,
We'll see what happens. What next week brings us.
exactly, yeah.
It'll bring Summit because we're
Yeah.
no. I know.
We're going out tonight.
Yeah, we are.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be good. I just need to get some beers. Is it Letterboxd time? Is that what you're putting the glasses
It is
on?
Letterboxd
Holy shit.
time.
I'm excited.
Yeah, because now
Yeah.
we're in person.
The glasses come on. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, well, because when I'm on my computer, I have to have my glasses on anyway because I can't focus with the computer.
Yeah.
But if I keep them on for too long, I
Yeah.
don't need it. But if I'm going to be reading my computer,
Yeah.
I need them. So you're gonna.
So now I'm like, shit's about to get
you're gonna
real.
see
I
it's
know
like,
it
now
is.
I'm reading.
Yeah.
Something. I was like, this is only the second time we've done an in-person intermission.
I like it.
I like it. The first time was. Do you know which one it was?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Episode 11, 10 episodes ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
Oh nice.
that might have sounded better because we were in a sound, but I don't know how this is going to sound.
No, I imagine it'll be fine.
But I like the feel of this.
I do.
more.
I
'Cause-
like our little set,
Yeah,
which is just the corner of your
it's
bedroom
my room.
with a table on it.
Yeah,
But I enjoy like
because obviously when we did the
Yeah.
sound booth, we were just kind of like sat. We
we
didn't.
were sat next to each other. We weren't like talking to.
and the
each
camera
other.
was in a bit of an awkward. Like
Yeah.
it didn't look visually good.
No.
Like
Like this is nice. This is natural.
yeah,
You know, it just feels like we're having a chat.
yeah. I didn't want us to be next to each other
No, I
because
know.
it would have been.
I know that we've been like going on a few tangents, but like, it's fun.
Yeah, no, I like
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I like it. And then that moves us on. That's been the intermission.
Exactly.
In the intermission.
Letterboxd time.
I'm not going
baby.
to call it the interlude because it would be.
No.
Oh no, or should I? We're
No,
now
it's
going
the-
to the interlude.
No, it's the intermission's intermission is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I enjoy that.
And now we are moving on to the next segment.
Oh, it's Letterboxd time, baby.
Let's get all
loosey-goosey. Loosey-goosey for some Letterboxd
Fun.
review. See.
Let me just hang on. Let me see if the mic can pick this up.
Oh. Ugh. If it didn't pick it up, he cracked his neck.
What about? No.
anyone that's listening on audio, we've gone really silent for a second. There we go. That's one.
I popped one.
Oh, did you? Oh, well, I'll try and do my back. You continue to talk.
If you're unfamiliar with this segment, if you're new to this, we go on to the Letterboxd website, which is a social media site for all film viewing for all film viewings. It looks like now we're just falling out. Oh,
I did a couple.
I'm not sure if that picked
I don't
it
know
up,
if the mic
but
picked it
oh,
up,
that
but it
was
happened.
the way you turned your chair just made it look like I'm not talking to
I'm
you
not
now.
talking to you anymore.
But we go on Letterboxd and we tend to go to not the positive reviews, Robbie.
Oh God, no.
We're
not lunatics.
We go to the negative reviews on Letterboxd,
Oh, yeah.
specifically the half-a-star reviews.
Yeah. God, I'm excited.
Was it last year? Not last year. Last week. Feels a while ago, to be fair,
does,
since
yeah.
I was in Norfolk.
Yeah, it does actually.
That
Yeah.
was a setup.
What film was it last week?
It was Goodfellas,
That was a good one.
where we found that site. Where, that account where they just put a Goodfellas pizza review.
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed. That was a clever one. I really enjoyed that.
The Spirited Away one was also classic.
Yep.
We've had some good ones.
We've had some good ones this season.
When it's missed, it's missed. This season.
Yeah,
when it's hit, it's been the best ones.
Yeah, it's been a banger.
I don't know why. I haven't looked at the reviews yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not confident this week.
I'm not thinking it's going to be a smash hit.
No.
I'm not feeling a Hall of Fame. I'd be happy and surprised if we got one.
There's nothing really in this film that can be...
No, I feel like it's just going to be a lot of boring.
Might be low-hanging fruit shit where it's like... We might get it to like maybe be a thing about like, I don't like... How can anyone like this pedophile?
Yeah, stuff like that. I feel like there might be one of the... I wish I was blind. One of them. So I didn't have to watch this shit movie. You know? One of those.
Right, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
right.
that's not my opinion.
No,
so
yeah.
I, you know.
I was going through a thought in my head. That's why I thought, because I thought in my head, I was like, should we get like at the very end? Should we just throw a star rating out at the end of the episodes? But we'll see.
Okay.
I'll see. I did that on Letterboxd anyway, but it's just it was literally just the thought that popped in my head right there. I never stop. The business head always is on.
Always on.
Until I burn out in November.
Oh, yeah. I burnt out over summer. I think that's what's going on with me at the minute. I think I've burnt out.
You didn't stop, did you?
No, I didn't. It doesn't. It's not good for you. Take some time for yourself, guys.
That was my summer, and but you,
Yeah, no, I just kept going.
Half a star. I'd say Charlie Chaplin needs to shut up, but the MF can't even talk.
Good.
Yeah, get it because it's a silent
Good.
film.
It's a silent movie. Yeah, it's good. It's fantastic stuff.
I really needed some water there to like.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to spit? Sorry, God.
That would be single-handedly the most disgusting thing I've ever done in my life. And a lot's happened in my life.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Christ.
Half a star. I don't get... That made it sound my life really shady.
Yeah, it did actually, yeah.
Half a star. I don't get how this is supposedly Chaplin's best film, along with Modern Times. Modern Times is also fucking class. It lacks the emotional aspects some of his other films deliver very well. This was cute at times, but predictable. Chaplin enters an unlucky situation and somehow gets out of it. Rather boring and rather stupid. Don't get me wrong, I do appreciate the effect this movie had on future romantic comedies, if you want to refer to it as that. I would say so. But I don't like it. By the way, I would have totally destroyed Chaplin in The Ring. All right,
mate. Who wrote that?
Ella Marie.
Yeah, all right. Okay, Ella Marie. Nah.
That last point, can I negate any thought back to it?
Yeah, exactly. I don't.
If you have to be like, I would have knocked you, mate.
I'd have knocked him out, mate.
All right.
Yeah, it's all right. Whatever you say, kid.
Half a star. Silent movie. Not much story. Just Charlie Chaplin unfunny skits.
You fucked it.
Yeah.
You fucked it so bad.
Half a star. No sound.
Good. Excellent. Fantastic. I mean, it does have sound, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It has music. So if you had no sound, and that's a fault of your own because you haven't turned the
that would have been
on
a
your
boring
laptop.
watch.
Yeah.
If you were watching this with nothing.
Completely silent, you're a moron. Yeah.
Half a star. I would have defeated Charlie Chaplin in The Ring. All right.
All right.
There's 4 comments on this. Let me see if there's There's one guy that just wouldn't shut up.
Oh, really? Great. That guy gets a star.
Of course you would have been fine a literal corpse.
Rest in
There you
peace.
Died in 1977.
Oh,
Yeah.
bless him. Just as Star Wars was coming out.
As Charlie Chaplin died, Lucas rose.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
sure you would have really enjoyed Star Wars. Christ.
This is cinema.
Yeah, this is cinema. Oh, speaking of cinema,
Martin
sorry
Scorsese.
to tangent from Letterboxd reviews. I was thinking about this the other day. Scorsese and Spielberg and George Lucas and everyone were mates, weren't they?
Yeah, and Coppola.
So was Scorsese like happy with George Lucas doing Star Wars? Because
I can't remember what his thoughts on the process were.
surely he kind of been like,
George, this isn't cinema, George.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Was he like, George,
George, what
this
are you
is a
doing?
roller coaster
Is it?
of a movie.
This is a theme park, right?
Yeah, this is a theme park ride, George. This isn't cinema.
Well, it will be a roller coaster in decades to come.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna make lots of money off the merchandise. And
Because he saw the future.
Yeah,
he,
exactly.
he saw it all happen.
Yeah, Harrison Ford owns like a bit of the gross revenue of those
Yeah.
movies. Insane.
Yeah. Then meanwhile Spielberg is like, all I'm saying, Mike, you're talking about cinema and that.
Mm.
Is it really cinema if it's streaming?
Boom.
And then Marty's like,
Got him.
what do you mean? What do you mean streaming?
Yeah.
You mean all I'm saying is
I'm just saying.
all I'm saying is,
Yeah.
and meanwhile Coppola's like Apple TV Plus, by the way, Stevie, and then it's like,
Yeah.
what are we even on? This is the 70s.
And then Scorsese comes back and he's like, "Your next movie's got pedo in it, allegedly."
Which
Sorry,
one?
sorry. Well, allegedly, West Side Story. That's what I was Yeah. Hey, still coming out though.
Stay tuned for later in the season.
Oh what? Oh yeah, we are watching West Side Story. aren't we?
We are, yeah.
Shit. The original, because the new one's not out yet. I'll see it anyway because it's Spielberg.
I'll give it a go.
But yeah, it's weird.
We can do a just got out of the cinema.
Oh yeah. What did we think of the new West Side Story?
Yeah.
When does that come out? Because
December. It's not going to line up. It won't line up.
Okay, fair enough.
We can build the hype because it's getting there.
Yeah,
So.
that's cool. Though.
Half a star. Silent films are boring. That is all.
You're boring, but I agree.
Not all silent. I mean, you haven't.
I
had
haven't-
You haven't
I
had a
haven't.
great time with it yet.
No, I haven't.
Half a star. So boring. I don't even see where the plot is leading. Charlie Chaplin plays a character that is out of his sorts. We know he's trying to woo a girl, but his character is all over the place. Silent films are not my thing. I saw it for a film history class. It's getting very hard to find it interesting. This is another theme within all of this season is someone says they don't like the thing of this film. And then they go,
And then goes, "This is shit."
yeah.
Yeah. I hate anime. Spirited Away shit. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, of course it's
Stop-
gonna be.
why
If you
you
don't
always-
like anime.
What was the other one? I don't like kung fu films.
Yeah.
While you're watching
Well,
a
why are you
Bruce
watching
Lee
Way of the
film.
Dragon then?
I don't like silent. I mean, it's history class, but
Yeah, yeah.
But still,
But, come on. Silent films out for me. This is shit.
I'm waiting for like a point to be like, I was tricked.
Yeah, yeah. I was
trapped.
I was told this would have sound on it.
I thought I was going to see The City's Lights.
Yes.
And then my mate rocked this film up.
It's in black and white. Can't even tell. Shut up.
1 star. We went through all the half stars.
Okay, yeah.
1 star. Chaplin films just are not it for me. No matter
No,
what.
fair enough. I'll accept it.
1 star. I can't put my finger on why it wasn't my favourite. It had all of the slapstick, mature themes, and cute love story that I love in Chaplin films. But for some reason, this one just didn't feel like it stood out from his other films. I feel sorry for this person.
Damn. They tried to like it.
It's like
Everything's
can't-
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah. I
a
appreciate
shame.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a tragedy. What? Imagine coming away. You're in
Mm.
the Chaplin.
Yeah, yeah.
You like the formula, and you come out giving it 1 star.
I'm like,
That's almost like
It's like everything was there. It's
Yeah.
like me with Black Widow. Everything was there. It's a Marvel movie, I guess.
it certainly is a Marvel film.
It's just not good.
It certainly is a Marvel
Yeah.
flick.
Damn.
And the final one, 1 star.
Mm.
Bong Joon-ho is better. This goofy MFer ain't even funny.
What's Bong Joon-ho got to do with it? Don't get me wrong, talented fella.
Parasite's number 1 on Letterboxd. Let me guess, does this person rank?
Is that of all time?
Yeah, on Letterboxd.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
Mental, yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. It came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, know it.
Yeah.
It's number one
Flew
before it even came out in the UK.
Oh my god. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. But
I wouldn't say it's best film ever, but
no, that's insane. Yeah.
the Godfather, 2 Godfather films are getting knocked down on the Letterboxd top
they?
250.
Deservedly.
No,
I'm joking.
alright. They're in the top 10 still,
Okay.
but like I think Harakiri and Seven Samurai boosted up
really?
there.
Oh wow.
A Soviet war film called Come and See is overtaken as well.
All right.
Godfather
Never heard
films
of
are getting knocked down.
Ain't going down.
So that was the negative Letterboxd reviews.
Yeah, boy.
And with that being said, we now approach down.
Do a little Elvis impression there.
I thought it was just a random Frenchman.
I don't know. Well, maybe.
It might have been a French Elvis.
Yeah.
We will now approach the end.
Yeah.
That's not going to work. Yes, it is.
my
Oh, am I
Dramatic.
still? The level's still good there, Robbie. Level.
Yeah, your level's fine.
Level.
Level. There you're good.
I'm recovering from a cold. That's the thing I
Yeah.
want to say. I'm not.
I feel fine.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, not to be a dick.
No, I'm getting there.
Fuck you. I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
okay. So now we're entering the outro
Yeah,
to episode 21,
can't believe
the
it.
first of the set.
Yeah, I love it.
It's good.
Yeah,
I like the feel. This has worked. I might look
Mhm.
at again another one of them to be fair, because
Yeah,
this is a
another one of
bit.
these.
This does the job.
It's nice. This. I
Yeah.
like how easily adjustable it is.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was just sat there
Yeah.
when I got it. Just
Yeah. It
didn't
just
record anything. Didn't record anything. I can do this. I can do a bit of it. Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's good.
But that was City Lights, not
Mm.
the Chaplin film we thought we were gonna watch.
No, but a Chaplin film nonetheless.
Yes.
Yeah.
And next week, Robbie, I remember this.
Yeah. What is next week?
We are not. We are not sticking at all in the same time period.
Shit.
We are leaving the silent films.
Mhm.
We're leaving the 20s, 30s.
All right.
We are borderlining. We are almost in the 21st century, but not quite. Well, not quite there.
All right.
We're going to the 1990s, Robbie.
Is it?
The category Robbie chose was one from Richard Linklater.
Oh.
And we are going. Next week's episode will be about Dazed and Confused.
Oh, I'm excited now.
Well,
I forgot that we were doing that.
Yeah.
When you said 90s, I thought it was the Harrison Ford movie that we're doing. I don't want to spoil what
No.
it is, but
I'll say it is.
I thought it was that. Oh, it is 80s, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, no, we're doing Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
This is a completely selfish thing, totally.
Yeah, we're just doing it because we like the movie.
There's no reason.
There's no, it isn't, you know. I mean, it's a classic, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The time's sort of passed
Yeah.
because we arranged this list within summertime. So
Yes,
this will
yeah,
But I mean, we're in the. We're approaching. When would it be October by the time? Would it be October next Saturday? Yeah, it will be, won't it?
Yeah, next Saturday it will, yeah.
So we will be very much so in. It will be the 1st of October. No, it won't
It's-
be. It will be the 2nd. It'll be the 2nd of October
I'm
next Saturday.
going to I'm going to Newcastle on the 3rd of October.
Oh, what are you doing?
Going to see James Bond.
Oh, you going?
Yeah.
Why are you going there?
No,
for it?
no Time to Die. All the Time to Die, or maybe some. I don't know. Some of it. Some
I'm
of the Time to Die.
Seeing it when it's coming up for Gary's birthday.
Cool. Yeah.
His birthday's the 29th, so we're seeing it.
Right. Finally, Time to Die.
Finally, time to die.
Yeah.
That's
Two-
what,
two
that's,
years
what, that's,
in the
what
waiting.
Dan, that's what Daniel Radcliffe's been saying about his Bond career. It's
Yeah,
finally time.
finally Time to
Finally
Die.
done.
Well, did you see him talking about that actually? Again, sorry, a tangent, but did you see Daniel Craig putting that video out where it was him talking to the people that he'd worked with? He was like, I've worked on some of you guys I've worked on 5 pictures with now, and I know that, you know, there's rumours in the tabloids about about my level of enjoyment when making these films, but I just want you all to know that I've loved every second of it or whatever.
Nah,
And he
good
starts
on him.
tearing up and stuff. It's
Aw,
lovely. It's a really
bless him.
nice video. Good
Bless
on
him.
him.
But yeah.
Looks like a jacket potato.
You know what's out
Does a
now?
bit. What's that?
What will be out, shall I say?
Go on.
This. So at the time of recording this,
Mm.
at the time of this release,
Yeah.
The Green Knight is only coming out in the UK.
Oh, I'm excited about that. See the Lamb trailer?
No, I didn't.
Oh, bizarre.
I know about it.
Yeah,
I
it's
know
really
about
weird.
I know
It's
about
really weird.
Also, another. I'll get back to the slight Green Knight, but
Yeah.
there's also another. Joaquin's new film's coming out.
Is that another A24
It's a
one?
black and white A24.
Yeah, I
it's
thought I
the,
saw the
it's the
thing for that.
it's the guy who directed 20th Century Women, which is
Ah.
that's a good
Oh,
film,
cool.
and it looks
Yeah.
nice. But the Green Knight,
God, I'm so excited.
oh yeah,
It looks so pretty.
Yeah.
Dev Patel's so pretty.
I think it said it was going to be coming on Prime Video, but I kind of want to make that my first trip to Tyneside Cinema.
Yeah,
in a
It
while.
won't be on at like View or anything.
It's
will
not.
it? Is it
Is
not?
it? It's like only Tyneside.
Oh, right,
so I
okay.
kind of want to make that. That'll be my
Yeah.
first A24 film I've seen since the pandemic as
Yeah.
well in the cinema.
Yeah,
So I
pretty
kind
sweet.
of want to
Yeah, kind of
travel.
want to do.
I
Yeah.
kind of want to do
I'm excited for that movie. I think it was great.
that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
was there something I was going to talk to you about after this?
I don't know.
Oh, about the a possible Halloween special.
Oh yeah,
We'll do it.
stay
But
tuned.
yeah,
Yeah,
we'll talk about it. But if we're doing these weekly anyway,
might as well.
we
do
can
it.
afford to
We
do
can a
literally.
Halloween one,
We can
can't
afford to literally do the next week.
Yeah.
We may as well.
Yeah,
so
let's do it.
we
Let's go
we
for it.
might be we probably are extending season 3 to a
Yes.
Halloween special.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, once again, links and everything in the description
Yes.
for not only for mine and that, but also for us,
Yeah.
for Instagram and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Ish.
Check out All Right, because
Is that going to be out? Or is that already? That's already
it
out.
came
isn't it?
on. The reason
I
why I
was
made a
gonna say.
poster, I want to say the reason why, because I did a poster for All Right,
Yeah.
which I was very happy with. It was already.
It looks really cool. Yeah.
I did it because I put it on Film Freeway
Oh right. Okay.
just to have
yeah.
on Film Freeway.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, put your poster
Oh,
here,
did you need
and
a
I was like,
little-
oh, I didn't have a poster. I didn't make it.
Right.
I just did the thumbnail, so
Yeah.
I'll do a poster. I was happy
Nice.
with it. I might look and see if I can throw it into a rando film festival.
Yeah, just lob it into a festival.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not? I won't do it. I won't make it have a festival run, but
No, but might as well lob it in and see if it'll get something.
I think I could.
Yeah, I
do
think
it
it.
all
I think
right.
it could either.
Yeah, that was not intentional. That was not intentional.
Fantastic.
And on that note,
Yeah. On that note.
Thank you all for watching and listening.
Yes.
Give us a subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah.
Give us a rating on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah. Give us a kiss.
I mean, with COVID, with COVID and that, I need,
Yeah, no, sorry.
I need to at least know you.
Yeah.
Uh,
If you're my girlfriend,
Do that,
Do
yeah.
that. If you're not, probably don't. I'll get in trouble.
Please,
I reckon.
Julia.
Please, this is a bait. I'll see you quite soon.
I've called
actually.
you. I've called you
I've
several
called you
times.
so many times. Please get back to me. I'll see you quite soon, actually. Like 4
Is
weeks.
she
or
coming
so.
up?
No, we're going to a concert in Leeds. Go to Easy Life in Leeds. It's gonna be great. Very excited. Got tickets for her birthday.
Is it coming up to that? Hang on, wait a minute. A month to the day, Robbie.
Oh,
To
yeah.
the date
Hmm.
will be the Anarchy Brew.
Oh, that's exciting. That's very
A
exciting.
month to the day.
Oh,
And
great
I
stuff.
know you're not a wrestling guy.
Yeah, but that'll be a
The
lot of fun.
card.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it good?
I'm a big fan.
Oh,
of,
okay.
of the wrestling that's about to happen.
I'm excited.
So,
about this.
oh,
Oscar's wrote means to go into a wrestling
I've wrote-
event, by the way. if anyone's
So
if
that's
anyone's
another thing.
confused.
If you see us at,
Yeah, say
at the
hello.
at the Anarchy Brew
Yeah,
on the 23rd of October for North Wrestling,
yeah. Say hello.
get me a drink because Gary doesn't.
Oh,
Anyway,
excellent.
we're going to continue chatting off camera
Yes.
anyway. Thank you all for watching and listening. Until next week, we'll see you for Dazed and Confused. Oh, I'm so looking forward to that.
Excited.
And bye-bye.
Bye.